we just different I don't wanna 여자나 집이나 세차나가 신단 놈 빨라 I'm a globetrotter 지금부터 시작이야 한턱에 money cause 세계 리듬이야 한턱에 money make the moves I've been getting it now 아디랩이 미쳐버린 범인 아니니까 하돌아봐 한 미래로 돌아가 한 doing it cause I'm fly now 비그러 더 알아 지가지 못하잖아 켜보지만 난 실력이 no visa 뉴욕에서 한국까지 everybody raving visa I'm balling out cause I'm a globetrotter yeah 나처럼 잘 나가는 래퍼 불러 yeah 내 손이 나가다가 everybody staring I don't need to play with buckets 나의 빗줄 내지 I'm a globetrotter You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 We just different I don't bother 여자나 집이나 세차나가 신자 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 We just different I don't bother 여자나 집이나 세차나가 신자 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter Trotter 나 계속 올라가자 I know all about it body 소리 너무 많이 친데 빨리 들어가래 How we sound it 자리 빨리 비켜 내가 온다니까 마다하지 못한 난 실려왔다니까 너 계속 여기 맴돌아 와나 많은 두바이 I'm a globetrotter 이 신발에도 절대 멈추진 않아 You know I gotta go 내 시간 넌 잡아 집중 focus all you know is the guala Boy you slacking people talking 만만하지 ain't no action 만만하게 보여던 사람들 다 subtracting globetrotting 시작도 안 돼서 지금부터 앞으로 You know I'm only going up yeah You could call me filthy, KID 해서 I hit him IG 92 broken 9 third eye 열지 기본 I just keep on cause I'm curveball kanji I'm a globetrotter You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 We just different I don't bother 여자나 집이나 세차나가 신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 We just different I don't bother 여자나 집이나 세차나가 신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter Trotter 나 계속 올라가자 I know all about it body 소리 너무 많이 친데 빨리 들어가래 How we sound it 자리 빨리 비켜 내가 온다니까 마다하지 못한 난 실려왔다니까 너 계속 여기 맴돌아 와나 많은 두바이
Arabic like man's housewife I wouldn't work out
Feel me Shake it up. Yeah, feel me. You feel me? No cash on me. Swipe for a million. Yeah, feel me? You feel me? Walk in the door. Shake up the building. Yeah, shake it up. 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 Ooh, yeah. Shake it up. 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 Don't care, cash got cars. No lean on my cars. Car hard on my heart. Tattoo on my scars. Tattoo my new scars. My life has been hard. See me in the light. I was in the dark. I wake up, I send it. I wake up, I spend it. I drive Chevy, no Benzes. See me slide, not tenant. My house, yeah, I own that. Your house, yeah, it's rented. Started where the flow at. Now I top the building, yeah. Feel me? You feel me? No cash on me. Swipe for a million. Yeah, feel me? You feel me? Walk in the door. Shake up the building. Yeah, shake it up. 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 Ooh, yeah. Shake it up. 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 On trips, I never trip. No. Shoulder gotta chill. Yeah. My best friend, my chick. My best friend gon' whip. My best friend, she pull up with a stick. My best friend, she pull up, then she skirt off and we dip. Feel me? You feel me? No cash on me. Swipe for a million. Yeah. Feel me? You feel me? Walk in the door. Shake up the building. Yeah. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Ooh, yeah. Shake it up, 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 shake it up.
That's a work in progress. You don't just change overnight.
Hey, everybody. Oh, my hair looks crazy, but that's okay. Hello, everyone. Panda's going to be stepping out, but probably listening. So, hi, Panda. Okay, Shenanigans is here. Jade's here. Charlie's mom is here. Who else did I see? I saw Tammy K. I saw Allegra. Allegra, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Thanks for caring. I got some lurkers. I can see you, lurkers. StreamYards is here as always. Upside Nay. Hello. G'day. What's up? Okay. So, what are we doing today? Oh, we've got stats to do. I've got so much planned. We've got 3 Chantal videos. We have 1 Ambie video. And I even, just in case I decide to get my roll on again, like I did the other day and decide to do like a 5-hour stream, probably won't. But I did go digging around for some retros and I found some good ones. I surely did. Checked out Just Saying's channel. And I found something good from that she uploaded about a month ago, a compilation. And I found something else. And I've made a little playlist of my favorite ones that I found. So we've got backups. We've got current content. We are on the ball, guys and gals. Lunatics, as I like to call you guys. So what's new? What's been happening? Let's talk about it. Hi, Tangled. Hello. She's so doing. I said, Audrey. Well, I mean, people doing stuff and people not doing stuff. Bora, hey. Now, okay, I know everyone hates it when I do this, but it's my channel. I'm going to do it. Shenanigans. Thanks. I got called. I looked a bit punk rocky today because I wear black and stuff for work a lot of the times, and my hair was all a bit fluffy and had my sneakers on, had my shorts on today, and I was looking to look a little like, I don't know. She said I look punk rocky, and I'm like, oh, that's not the look I was going for, but thanks. She basically was trying to tell me she thought I looked nice, so it was fine. Shenanigans. Have you heard 17's new song, God of Music? If you haven't, I insist you go listening to it. I was dancing up to my army friend at work today, singing the chorus, which is kung chi pakshi, kung chi pakshi. Yeah, it's so catchy. You can't help it. You can't help but dance to it. You need to go listen to it immediately. Start. Okay, we've got Deb. Deb's here. Okay, Panda's got something important to say. We're going to read it because I've got to dash off. Cookie, remember that Al's Salah, AI Salah and Foodie Child Wonderment? I posted a silly video made by music as a background. Okay, where'd you post it? Is it on Twitter? Because I haven't been on Twitter much today. Is it Twitter, Insta? Where did you go? Because I don't have any of those on my PC. Look, what I'll do is I'll find it and I'll put it on my community tab if that's okay with you. All credits to Panda Pondu, but I want to see it. I need to see it. Okay. Hi, the Queen, Your Majesty. Thanks for joining us today. Oh, it's amazing. And you're not going to get it out of your head, Shenanigans. Oh, yes. Send the link because you're a mod. You can pop it in there and I should be able to, we could look at it straight away if you want to. Oh, other exciting thing. This is my replacement for my Gatorade, my caffeinated Gatorade, not Gatorade, Gatorade, Mountain Dew. This is the one that I buy instead. Oh, the stupid light. It is a product of Korea. I get it from a Korean shop. I went there this morning to buy more because this is my last bottle. I bought them all. The shelf was empty. So I had to look for something else. And I wanted to get something either sugar-free or low calorie. And there's a couple there that I like to drink. I like the Kloop brand. They do grape, peach, and what's the other one that they do? Pineapple. I really like them. And they've got lids on the cans that you can actually close the can. It keeps the bubbles in, which is fine. I don't mind flat soft drink anyway. So I tried a grape muscat drink and hello world. I enjoy a great soft drink now. I bought one for my friend as well, and she loved it too. Tastes like grape soju. But that's my replacement. That's what's in my cup here. I'm enjoying the last bottle until I can get some more. All right. I'm just in love with this watermelon spritzer thing. My lipstick hasn't arrived yet. It's still in transit to the shop, but it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. A bit thirsty. I ate chili noodles, those cold chili, spicy Korean noodles twice today. I had it for breakfast and I had something else for lunch and I had it for dinner again tonight. I'm a little bit addicted. I'm going through a phase. I just can't stop eating them. But I'm going to have to slow down because the noodles are they're high in calories. So, but oh well, they're good. I enjoy them. Okay. All right. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. So this is how I'm going to have to do it. I have to remember how to do this. Okay. Okay. All right. Go there. And then I've just got to pull it up over here. Just hang on. Just let me do my thing. Let me do my jam. Okay, now I can go to here. It should be in my history. It should be in my history. Yes, it is. This is going to be good. All right, let's share this. We're going to watch. Okay, so backstory. Last week we were talking about what it would potentially look like if, say, Sala and Chantal were able to have a baby. What would the genetics of those two combined turn out like? And then we imagine maybe some celebrities, a Dee Dee baby, a couple of other people. I have not yet watched this, but Panda Pondu, the creative, the magician, the warlock, the witch, the purveyor of all things magic and AI, has put together some stuff, and we're going to watch this for the first time together. It is on their channel. If you want to watch it there, please go watch it, but we're going to watch it here too. Oh, fantastic. So you've made it perfect. Oh, live chat. Oh, what do I, how, huh? Let me see. Oh, let me go back. It should be live. It should be in live chat. Let me see. No, it should be there. No? Yeah, live chat is on. Is it? Can you read the chat properly? It should be. Yeah, I just haven't hit play. It's all black, but it's just. Oh, okay. We're going to make it exciting. All right, so let's go. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Better than some of our imaginations. Oh, okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. I already have a favorite. It's the little green guy in the bottom left-hand corner. That is magical. Oh my God. Oh, okay. It's killing me. Oh, wow. Oh my. But I have a quick question. Question. I know Sal's got lots of hair, but Chantal got naught. Why has he given her so much hair? This is insane. I'm assuming this is Sala and her baby, right? Because, yeah, oh my God. Why have they made him a soccer player? Why? Why is he a soccer player? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. Oh. It's not what I expected from them. Wow. Okay, so what's next? Oh, this. They're not. No. I'm looking at it and they all look a little crazed. No, but he's an average looking guy. He's average. But why a boy? Why not a girl? I want to see what the girl looks like. I'm just going to speed up a little bit. I want to see. Oh my God. Why you do Vin Diesel like that? Why? What did Vin ever do to you? Oh, oh, oh. It's just fucked up his nose. It still looks like Vin Diesel. So are you saying that Chantal was basically a Vin Diesel, female version of Vin Diesel? Because it's not far off Vin. That's insane. Did you use a bald picture of Chantal for this? Because I feel like you must have done. No, she's not a soccer mum. God. We need to do more of these. This is a thing. This is a thing for me. I'm loving this. I want to see Brad Pitt. I want to see Keanu Reeves. I want to see some truly beautiful human beings mixed in with Chantal's DNA. Where can we find the AI tech to mix, like to do the genetic mashup? Where do we go for that? Who do I need to call or write a strongly worded letter to make that magic happen? Would Eerie Pepperoni know how to do it? Who would know how to do it? There's got to be a program, right? But I loved it. I love the very first one. That little green guy, I'm going to have to use that in a profile picture or something. Somebody use it as a profile picture. It's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Panda. I will link your channel in my description. You can drop your link if people want to go subscribe. Go watch it there. I'm sure she wouldn't mind if you use like some of the pictures. They or he, she, they. I'm just assuming. Oh, hi. Oh, Buddy's come to say hello. Hi, where are you? I don't know where he's gone. Oh, he's by my feet. He's just meowing. He's probably going to try and step on the keyboards again. But Buddy's here. Hello, honey. What are you doing, babes? What are you doing? Do you want to climb up? Is that what you're telling me? Yes. Oh, here he comes. He's come for a cuddle. Oh, the other exciting piece of news. I have my Stratty shirt on, which you can't see now. But I did remember to bring in my... Yes, you haven't seen this yet either, have you, honey? You want to have a look? Have a look at the shell that I bought? Yes. Okay. So this is the other thing. I bought this from the Stradbroke Museum, the historical museum that they've got there. So this is an oyster shell. It's a bit bright. Oh, I'll turn it this way. That has been painted white and sealed on the outside. It's got a little hanging thing on it. But they've painted a curlew on there. And I just thought I wanted to support the museum, and the curlews became one of my favorite little friends that we had at the campsite. So I wanted to bring something home that reminded me of the trip. So that's what I bought. And my friend got a water painting from a local artist, like they paint on cards, and I bought that for her so she could have a keepsake of the holiday too. Yes, and Buddy's he's here until he wants to hop down. So I know shenanigans, right? It's unbelievable. Try and get that out of your head now. All right. So let's get into this because we've got 4 videos to cover and then we'll see what we're up to. Luckily, they're all very short because I did some editing. Yes. Okay, so we're going to start. Where do we start? We start with Ambie because we get Ambie out the way. That's why. Okay, hers is very, very short. Okay. All righty then. Let me know. I know, isn't it? I don't normally go in for like birdie stuff, but I just thought that was really precious. Okay, Ambie. It is 6 minutes and 14 seconds. It's not that long. It's not that bad. Palette cleanser, some wholesome content before we get into the sluggery that is Chantal. All right, here we go.
Hello, good morning. I woke up maybe
Cuties.
10 minutes ago. Anyways, I am looking crazy. So let's get ready for the day together, shall we? Okay, so before I shower, I brush my hair, which I already did, to get all of the knots out. Before I wash my hair, I go through phases where do I brush my teeth in the shower? Do I brush them out of the shower? Right now we're out of the shower phase. So I always brush my teeth before I shower.
Amber always asking life's big questions. I've got to make my screen the right way around. There we go. Always asking the big questions. Do we brush in the shower or do we brush out of the showers? Are we doubling down? Are we multitasking? I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that question is. I guess not really going to save you much water. Doesn't really, as long as your teeth get brushed. You know what? She's one up on Chantal. At least Ambie brushes. At least she's brushing.
Shower.
Oh, but please. I forgot that she showed it. Oh.
All right, shower is completed.
Is anybody else I get so grossed out by watching people brush their teeth. I can't do saliva and spit and stuff. It is freaking yuck. I can't handle it. Ugh. But is this for feeders? Is this her trying to look at me, guys, I'm soft and melty and dewy just out of the shower. And Amber, it's obvious it's a setup. Nobody wraps their hair up in the shower. You get out of the shower naked and put your towel on and put your, like, is this to catch someone to be like sassy and sensual? And look at me, I'm partially naked.
If anyone's wondering which no one is, I use Tresemme shampoo and conditioner. Love it. And now to keep my skin super soft, I use Cetaphil. It's
Chantal, are you watching? Are you watching? Even Amber knows about the Cetaphil.
moisturizing cream. Okay, so now that I'm dry and my ears dry, I can put my earbud back in. I usually keep this on my head for about 20 minutes. I'm actually about to do my makeup. First step is foundation, dewy and smooth. Fit Me foundation, which is my favorite. Next step is my eyebrows. I just use some e.l.f. stuff that I've used literally for years. Okay, so here we have everyone's favorite.
Oh my God, she actually does use eyebrow product. Girl, you need to try something new because whatever you're using is not cutting the mustard. I don't know whether she needs to have them. Oh, look, I really can't be talking about eyebrows. Like, I have weird half eyebrows, but I know what I should have. I know what they should look like, okay? So that gives me authority to talk about eyebrows. I just feel like she needs a little bit clearer definition on her eyebrows. Like, this, not this muddy, messy 10-year-old, like, but then again, maybe she likes a natural eyebrow. I just feel like a little bit more precision would just really open her eye up and lift her face. But she's not going to listen to anyone. She's going to wear eyeliner from the 90s, eyebrow product from the 2010s, and that weird plastic choker for the rest of her life.
My eyeliner, which I use e.l.f. liquid eyeliner, which is also my absolute favorite. So next I'm just adding some NYX glitter on my eyes, which every time I wear this stuff, you guys always ask, what is that? I get DMs off.
Yeah, are they asking like, oh my God, what is that? Or they're like, what is that? Like, why is that? Can you try something different? I knew it. I knew she just stuck a finger in the shadow and just smudged it on. You can tell that's how she applies it. It looks like a finger application. And why are you wearing glitter? It's daytime in Oklahoma.
The yin yang, is that even a saying? It's this little guy.
I know here. They
yes,
did.
I do need to fix my nails.
I
know. Next step is I use e.l.f. blush putty, which I love. And by the way, I looked up what up the yin yang means because I swear I've heard it before, and it means in.
Yeah, up the yin yang's been used for a long time. You didn't make it up. I mean, this generation didn't even make it up. I don't even think my generation bloody made it up. That's been around for 100 trillion years, Ambie. It's okay. You didn't make everything up. Anybody else triggered by her application of the putty? Like, okay. She has a very big round face. She has a lot of real estate on her cheeks, okay? What does rubbing it all on here and then all up here and then all down here, what does that do? Just amplifies the roundness and the apple of her cheek. She needs to be putting it from just inside to just above the cheekbone and then just dabbing back and going higher up to her eye instead of lower down her cheek. It's actually going to lift her face up and give the idea that she might actually have a cheekbone under there. Don't even have to use contour. You just trick it. Just trick the eye to go upwards. But let's just rub it into her face like we're putting on sunscreen. That's perfect. Perfect.
Large amounts. So it's not something I just came up with, because sometimes I'll say something, I'm like, have I said that before? Have I heard that from someone? Did I make
Pebbles, it's because she's practically a life-sized Rapunzel. She needs the extra large bath sheet for her hair. Not just a regular size towel. She needs to, she's Rapunzel, that's why.
that up? You guys know, like, situation type deal. Like, I made that up, but I've said it so much and now like other people say it's me that I am like, did I start something? Did I start a revolution?
People say it ironically. They don't say it because they think it's a cool thing, like cowabunga or radical or totes awesome. They say it because they're being ironic and kind of like putting shit on you for saying something that's really weird and out of context. Yeah. It's a amberism.
Wait, I should go back to bed. So for mascara, I use Maybelline
Oh,
Lash,
girl, please.
Lash Sensational. Oh my god, it's a mouthful. Next is some lip moment type deal. There's a little kitty on it. Isn't it cute? This is Winky.
I'm sorry, but she puts on makeup like a child. You'd think someone who's 32 years old would have a little bit of like a routine other than dabbing and smudging and smearing. Where are you going, Bubba? What are you doing? There's nobody. I'm sorry, my cat has just decided that
He Lux.
he's
in the
wants to-
color
okay.
Kiss and Tail, which it's not tell as in Tell, it's tail as in like Tail because it's a cat.
Uh-huh.
Get it? Okay, so this has been on for a little longer than I would
Sorry,
like it to.
his tail.
Hi. So obviously she's still wet. I do not brush my hair when my hair is wet. That's a no for me. I just noticed from my experience, it takes out a lot of my hair. I'm also not going to crimp it. I'm not going to straighten it. I'm not going to do anything with it because I've been using heat on it almost daily. Today, she's just going to be all...
Okay. Do you reckon brush it? Well, you shouldn't brush your hair, not because it strips your hair out, but it's because your hair's fragile and it might actually break it. You shouldn't brush it like with a regular brush. A detangler comb or those wide ones, that's fine. But Amber's hair is like 3 feet long, right? So when she brushes it, she's losing just as much hair as everybody else, but it probably feels like a lot more because her hair is so long. She's probably just losing like a normal amount of hair. It's just the length of her hair. Hun, you're not going bald yet. You're fine. You've got mermaid hair and it's doing its thing. Your one feature is intact.
all natural.
Oh my
So I
God,
already chose what I'm gonna wear. I
Yes,
did it last night. I
he's
just
being a
sat right
maniac.
here. So
Oh my God. What
and
are
the
you
hairs that I'm not
doing?
using, I just have on the other side of my closet that I put right there. Okay, so I'm about to do deodorant. Dove in coconut and pink jasmine scent, which is like my favorite. No, I'm just putting on my daily hoop earrings because it's literally what I wear every single day. I don't know why. I just love them. And then we have my daily choker, and then also the ring that I've been liking to wear.
Her daily choker. It's her daily choker. I just love that. She's just she's so bland.
Every day as well. All right, so perfume of the day is going to be some Billie Eilish.
Oh, Gem.
So I'm about to touch up my nails because they look horrible. This is what I've been using.
Gem. You have no idea how much her hair bugs me. It bugs me. It's just nothing. There's just nothing happening there for me. I know lots of people like it, but for me, it's just a curtain of hair. It's a way for her to hide, I think, a little bit. But there's so many other things she could do with her hair that make her look and feel so good. But she likes her hair that way, and that's how she should wear it.
The brand is Essie in the color After School Boy Blazer. So I actually need. We have a box and a bag. And I also ordered some food.
Don't know why she's wearing sunglasses. I think she's just feeling herself. Who knows?
I had this Cajun restaurant last night and it was so good. So I was like, girl, I kind of want that again. So, all right. So the first thing I got from Amazon.
Ambie, I'm feeling you. I am feeling you. When you find something good, you just want to have it over and over again. That's where I'm at with my cold chili noodles, spicy noodles. I am just back to back. Just like I'm in a deep relationship with these noodles at this stage.
I haven't seen this. Why do I still have my sunglasses on? I literally forgot. Okay, so I've been seeing this everywhere. It's the His Smile color corrector serum is what they call it. It's for your teeth.
Please
and everyone
don't.
just swears by it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get.
I see these ads on Pinterest and I see them pass by me on something else on TikToks as well. And oh my God, the purple dripping from the mouth. Ugh, it's just too much. It's disgusting. I hate it. It probably works, but it's probably just another thing that we'll find out that gives us cancer in 10 years' time.
I'm gonna go. This is what it looks like. And I personally love their flats, so I just got a black pair because it goes with literally everything. So that's all I got.
Christy. Hi.
All right, so here's what I got. You guys, this is so good. It's called like a seafood toffee. I don't even know.
Oh no, it's good. Go watch it on Panda's channel. I loved it.
I also love just comforting food, and this is comforting to me. So I'm in the middle.
Food doesn't have to be an emotion. If you're feeling something, maybe you should go talk to a friend. She loves to journal every intimate thought she has. Why do you need to get a hug from a plate of food to like fix yourself? Like shouldn't we be at 32 figuring out other ways to feel comforted other than from food, perhaps? Just putting it out there.
I'm doing laundry. I'm now just transferring my clothes to the dryer. I don't know about y'all, but like these Samsung washer and dryer moment situation type deals, they're squeaky. Is that normal? Because if it's not normal, I need to let the apartment know. And I've been purposely doing small loads, thinking maybe like I was doing too big of loads, which I know that I'm not, like halfway full, and it makes that noise. That can't be normal. So I'm definitely going to contact the apartment. I know that there's maintenance for a reason. I just hate bothering people.
You know what I love? I think why I'm enjoying Ambie so much is that all the little silly problems, just has silly little problems that, as fully functional adults, we can be like, if these are her biggest problems, she really is having the cruisiest life ever. She doesn't have to worry about having to pay how to get those machines fixed if they are broken. She can just call someone at management and they'll come over in her luxury apartments. She doesn't have to worry about how the rent's going to be paid because she's got a YouTube channel where feeders are just going to watch her every move. Just shows us that all she got to do is to make a little bit of extra money to pay for that extra, I don't know, ugly handbag she wants, is do a full body shot walking up and down the hallway. I mean, hoops, daily chokers. The simplest things are her biggest problems. And it just feels like I am just, I could be working for the United Nations with my negotiation skills, my ability to think around real life problems. I think she just makes me feel a little bit more capable and smart, about how I manage life. That sounds really mean, but she makes you feel good about yourself.
It's like this weird thing up here. Okay, guys, so like I said, I had you guys ask me some questions, so let's answer some of them. What's the most difficult part of this move? Honestly, the hardest part for me is the first 20 minutes to like an hour when I first wake up in the morning, especially the first
welcome,
3
Nirvana.
minutes of waking up, because I'm just hit with this like wave of just like heartbreak, depression, loneliness, like the worst.
Books are good for the brains. I don't think they've affected hers though, because for someone who claims to be quite the reader, her vocabulary terrible, her grammar terrible, her cognitive skills terrible, her critical thinking skills, her ability to what's that word I'm looking for? Obviously, I'm not much of a reader. No, I was a big reader. I don't read much anymore. Comprehension skills very poor. I don't think she reads a lot of the books that she says she has. I think she probably just reads the back of them and just likes to have them on the shelf.
Feelings you can feel, and it's heavy. It's like morning every single day. Will you weigh yourself on camera anytime soon? Yes, I will, because I haven't weighed myself since you guys saw the last weekend, and I think it's about time. Does going to bingo in the casino feel addictive to you? No, not at all. If I'm being honest, bingo is kind of boring.
I think she goes to the bingo because her mum likes it and she wants to hang out with her mum, and that's fine. But with her addictive personality, I would be staying away from casinos.
And I could never go to a casino for the rest of my life and totally be fine. So things like gambling, for me, it's not an addictive thing for me at all. So don't have to worry about that. Did you buy that wallet for your mom? Seeing that question made me feel bad because no, I didn't. Should I have? My mom works really hard for her money. So she's very just like, I'll pay for my own stuff. You don't have to worry about me type deal. Like she's that type of woman. So no, I did not buy her the wallet. Are you looking for a girlfriend right now? No, I want to be single. I don't want to be in a relationship. It's not something that.
Does anybody believe that? Does anybody think that Amber is not on the hunt for someone? Because I think if she's feeling sad and low and down, and we know that when she's in a relationship with someone, excuse me, sir, that she is like literally walking around the house in 4-day-old pajamas with a poop bun on her head. But lately she's been brushing and washing and cleansing and squirting on perfumes and doing her nails and jazzing herself up. She doesn't do that when she's in a relationship. She only does that when she's out of a relationship because she's trying to appeal. She's trying to get someone, and she doesn't like to be single. Absolutely not. I think that's absolute bullshit. I don't think she's got a choice of the matter at the minute. She's single not by choice. She's single by situation.
That like I'm looking for, which is crazy because it's like,
look, I'm moving around a lot because I don't want to kick my cat off the desk, but he is just doing his thing. He is just catwalking it up and down, rubbing on me, and he normally doesn't come in and do this. So I'm sorry if I seem a bit distracted.
Like I feel like I've always been in a relationship or just like looking for one. And right now I'm like, no. There is some love life drama behind the scenes that I'm not going to talk about. Things that I do deal with on a day-to-day basis, which could probably seem.
They dumped her because she kept talking about the relationship online and they didn't like that, but it was true love, Becca. That's what happened. All this stuff going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. So maybe they're still talking, but she just doesn't talk about it. Who knows? Amber's just always got someone on the lead.
Confusing now that I've even brought it up. Will we eventually meet Mama Lynn, and does she want to be on YouTube? I hope so. My mom is super camera shy. I've asked her if she's ready to be on camera. She's not, but she does like to.
I really, 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 really hope that Amber keeps her mum off the YouTube. I think the best way to ruin their maybe potentially budding relationship and getting close, really close again, would be 100% ruined by her going onto Amber's channel and showing her face. I just don't do it. Don't involve your mum as a side character. Leave her alone. Just let her be your mum. Don't make her part of your YouTube. Just don't do it.
To talk a little, wave at you guys, whatever it may be, but she's not ready to like be on camera. Do you have any struggles living alone? I genuinely don't think so. Like I'm standing here trying to think of something. I can't think of anything. Like
I actually think I remember hearing that somewhere. That makes more sense that she would listen to it than actually read it. Because listening it can improve your grammar, but your vocab, but doesn't do anything for your comprehension skills or reading skills or like seeing how things are spelled and pronounced. Because she says the word seen and says and eaten instead of eaten. Just she's not very learned.
I'm capable of living on my own. I've said that forever now. I think my main struggle and
girl, please, she does it for attention. She wants people to be intrigued. She wants people to stick their bibs in where they're not wanted, so she can be all like, oh, you guys are so invasive. You're just like, that's none of your business, and I don't want to have to tell you about it, but I want you to be intrigued because I have such an exciting life. There's so much drama in the background. You have no idea. It's just a way to make her feel a bit more important and like busy.
The hardest part has just been waking up alone and having to remind myself every day, like 51st Dates, that movie with Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler, which I love. I just like every day I wake up, I have to remind myself that I'm not waking up to the person I was with, to the person I loved. I'm not waking up to hug them or see them or laugh with them. Like that's just been the hardest part. So there are 4 more questions that I will not be answering, but these are
okay. So Ambie is a lol cow. She's not very self-aware. She doesn't change. She doesn't grow. She tells fibs and misdirects. Is she the same kind of beast as Foodie Beauty? No. I don't think Amber is evil at her core. I think she's condescending. I think she's a narcissist. I think she does think she's a bit better than everybody else. I think she thinks she is way smarter than she actually is. She has definitely got some mental health stuff going. Do I think she's different to Chantal? She's not evil like Chantal is. She doesn't walk around with a plume of green smoke walking behind her because she's the evil stepmother in the tower. No. Ambie's just a stupid, dumb girl. She's just a bit dumb and a bit up herself. That's it.
are questions that I will be talking about in the near future, but I just want to like let you guys know what it is. These are the 4 questions that you guys will officially have answers to. Have you ever been asked to be on a reality TV show? What was the psychologist you said you were going to that specialized in something? What couldn't you tell us during your weight loss surgery journey that you can share now? And what was the thing that you were going to tell us once you moved? So all of that is going to be answered soon. There's just no way, because most of this is like story time-esque, so there's no way I can answer all 4 of these questions in this video. I know this video was more low-key. That's really what I was aiming for with this one, but I hope that you guys did enjoy. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Ambie, when are your vlogs ever high key? Like, there's never anything in them. Like, and she doesn't want to answer those questions like at the time, even though she just mentioned them, because she wants to make way too long videos, string them out, and talk about it for 1 minute at the very, very end of an 8-minute or a 10-minute vlog, so she can get the views. That's what she'll do. But okay, so Ambie's done and dusted, guys. We got her out of the way. Fantastic. So now we're moving into the guts of it all. We're going to, I'll get rid of that one. Hang on, let me get rid of Ambie because I don't want to have to click on her again by accident. I like to keep things organized. Okay, we're going to go in order. We're doing chicken burgers and travel job trolling. That's what I've called this video. It has been edited. I've done some stuff to it, you know, just to make it palatable. Okay, ready, Aseti. Go.
Oh, hello. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome. I have fast food. I know I'm trying to stay away from fast food. I'm trying to. Today, obviously, I'm failing at that attempt. So here we go. I'm just gonna eat with you guys my dinner. This is a meal deal. We ordered like they have really good deals right now at Knife Chicken. So this is local Kuwaiti, fresh from the Kuwaiti farms chicken fast food place. So I think I don't.
Okay, so she's resorting to off-brand fast food places because she can't have BK, she can't have the Taco Bell, she can't have the McDonald's. Hell, I don't know what she can't. Pizza Hut, Domino's, she can't have any of those. So she's searching around. She's putting our little fat finger feelers to find something fried, something fatty, something crunchy, something burgery. Like she's desperado for the fast foods right now. And they've got really good deals, guys, because we need to buy it when it's on a deal. We need to be able to get massive amounts of food but save money at the same time, because that's not binge eating. If it's on a deal, because they give you so much because it's on a deal, double the amount. He gets 2 and I get 2, but we're saving money. It makes sense,
I
right?
don't know if I ever ate this with you guys. Maybe once. I'm not sure. Oh, Knife crispy chicken burgers. I have my pickles, Thousand Islands dip, some fries, and some mozzarella sticks. So let's dig in. Bismillah.
Oh,
And I have rice halib, which is
That sounds like a plot from like the Avengers, like the original English Avengers. Like that's something like Emma Peel would do, you know, distract them with her sassy cat suit while they break into the bank over here to get the plans for the building or something like that. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. I have a theory on what her job is going to be, but when we get to it, I'll talk about it then.
is rice pudding. All right. So I'm just actually going to put one of these away for now. You know, they're very heavy and very big.
Amber's pretentious. That's the word. She's lowbrow pretentious. That's the only way I can describe her.
We have a cheese stick. Probably not no cheese. Have I ever ate Knife with you guys before? Let me know. I'm thinking of vlog. Oh, that's spicy.
Oh, sorry. My cat's throwing me
Did I
off.
tell you that I love the food in Kuwait? Yeah,
I've got all my things moved out the way so he doesn't have to stand on them or you know, fall off. I did cut a lot of her chewing and slopping and eating out. So if it looks like it's disjointed, all I've done is cut out the bites in between the words that she's saying and her ums and ahs and so's. This is how she does the mukbangs. I've just taken out the eating parts. That's why she's so hard to watch. And I have noticed, because I eat at a lot of her mukbangs, I've noticed that lately in the last week or so, there's been a bit of a habit. So I think that she is restricting during the day. And then when she comes to these, it's like she thinks because this may be the only thing that she's eating, she can just have heaps and heaps, because she'll eat furiously for the first like maybe 5 or 6 minutes. And once she starts to feel like that, that like desperation and that relaxation feeling that she's got now that she's got a little bit of food in her tummy, she sort of slows down and then she gets into the talking. This video, I cut out about 4 minutes at the very, very beginning because it was just literally her shoving food in and not even talking. Like it was just fast and furious with ums, ahs, and uhs. It seems to be the little habit. I think she's restricting and then she's just having one or two really big meals a day. And it's still a binge.
How are y'all doing today? I hope you're doing okay. We have plans tomorrow to go shopping.
Aw, that's wonderful.
Finally, I think we're better. Alhamdulillah. Babe. I think, do you want this this burger? They're very huge. I don't think I'll be able to eat.
Okay, so girlfriend had her spare backup sandwich under the table. So she's realized that these are quite massive. And people are going to say stuff because she's got fries, she's got sauce, she's got mozzarella sticks, she's got a massive burger, and she's got pickles, and then she's got a rice pudding as well. She's not going to be able to fit in that second burger, but she's made a very deliberate showing here of giving away her second burger to Salah. She couldn't possibly eat 2 burgers. She's going to have a normal sized 1 burger because that's what a normal regular size serving would be, just 1 burger. Not 2, but 1. But her backup sandwich, you know, the one that you always have got to have in your back pocket, backup sandwich.
Me too. Watch, feel how heavy it is? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no problem, guys. I can't handle
No, but seriously,
it. I don't want to watch.
Let me know how you like it.
it.
It's delicious. So yeah, we have plans tomorrow. I was shopping for some things for the kitchen so I can continue my cooking.
I know we got some
I had to do
pots.
top-up groceries because it's been over a week now.
Chantal, but you're a professional chef. You should have ideas of what you should be buying, what kind of pots you need. You know what kind of meals you're going to be cooking, so you should know, I need at least a stock pot. I need a large saucepan for casseroles or to slow cook. I need something to make pasta in. I need something to cook rice in. Maybe a multi-cooker would have been a good attachment or a good piece of equipment to buy, because you can do all of that. You can saute in a multi-cooker. You can cook rice. You can cook pasta. You can cook soups. You can cook casseroles. You can do full rice dishes. You can even cook your rice and put your fish on top. A multi-cooker would have been a wonderful thing for her, considering the fact that she has hardly any bench space. But we'll see what she got for herself. Yeah, that was for show shenanigans. Oh, yeah.
It's not going to be like a huge grocery order. It's just going to be like getting things I'm out of. But yesterday I replenished all my spices. I need a funnel.
I found that really weird. Why would she need to replenish her spices? I use a lot of spices and I don't have to replenish them that often. Like, unless they've gone off or they've gone hard from the moisture, from the air conditioning or something like that, why would she need to be replenishing them? She doesn't cook. She's been away for 6 weeks. She's cooked twice since she's been there. What is she replenishing? Salt? Garlic salt? Did she run out of garlic salt? Because garlic salt and paprika, because they are the 2 spices she actually has.
You ever tried doing filling your spice rack without a funnel? Oh my gosh. I was sneezing all morning.
What do you need a funnel for? It's powder. You just, oh, honey, what are you doing? He never licks my face. What's wrong? What's wrong, honey? He really wants my attention. You just cut the corner off and you pour it in the bottle. What do you need a funnel for? Does she just cut the whole top off and everything goes everywhere? I don't know. Tell me you don't spend much time in the kitchen.
Clean the fridge. I hate doing that more than the stove. And I usually clean my fridge in between grocery hauls, like usually because something leaks. Like I buy a lot of pickles and olives, and somehow the containers just always leak.
How do they leak? Your pickles are in a screw top lid, and your olives come in a package with a lid. How are they leaking? Okay, if she says they leak, they must leak. I don't understand it because they come in screw top lids with glass.
So I always have to like clean my fridge out. But it's okay, the racks come out easily. I used to clean my fridge like when I was in the villa, not very often. It was never really that dirty inside, but definitely trying to.
I think she had to clean it out because she left a whole bunch of food in there before they went away from Thailand, and it all went to rot.
Take better care of my home because it just helps your mental health. It really does. I know it's really hard to like.
I love it how she gives us mental health advice. Like, we don't already know this. And that's why we were saying, Chantal, you need to clean your bedroom, clean your kitchen, clean your living room. It will help you feel better. Organization can help you feel better. You don't have to do everything in one day. You just have to start with a space. And here she is. Oh, I need to take care of my home. It really does help with your mental health. It's like, fuck that. We know. We know. Most of us practice that already because we know it helps us.
Possible. Some days I'll just do like.
She really just is uncovering the mysteries of life, isn't she? She's just finding the answers to life, and she's just letting us all know. She's her newfound wisdom. She just wants to share it with the world.
The basics.
Oh, it's
make sure, you know, I always cage a spot clean, do the litter, feed the cat, of course. Feed my husband. No, usually on those days when I'm really struggling, I'll order out. Or
no, hang on. Let me see. Let me just look. I'm going to try something, and if things fall apart, let me know.
I don't know. I just do the bare minimum, the garbage, that kind of thing. But I'm really trying to like keep everything super clean as possible.
Fix it. Okay. Oh, same Gem. I get that. I get a bit manic. I get manic about my floors. I get really like my floors, just I have to clean them all the time. And then I'll be like fine just doing them once or twice a week. But when I'm really on it, like mental, absolutely mental. Okay, kitchen epiphanies with Chantal. Hi, Christina, by the way. Hi, thanks for coming.
I vacuumed the couch before this video because it was full of cat hair. I have to vacuum, excuse me, like every other day. But we have a really good vacuum. It was expensive vacuum, but it works so well. The difference between like a cheap vacuum and an expensive vacuum is night and day. I always used to buy cheap vacuums.
That's because you never used
And
it.
like it wouldn't be long before they don't work and stop suctioning.
Oh my god, this cat. Oh my god.
We still have vacuum repairmans. Anyway, one thing I do to really motivate myself to keep up with my domestic duties, lucky I am.
Oh, this is gold. This is absolute gold, guys. Her wifely duties, her domestic duties, to keep up with them.
Like how grateful and thankful I am that I can work from anywhere and stay at home and do my own thing on my own time. And my job, I make it part of my job to take care of my home, So I mean, yeah. I feel like I tell myself, I don't.
Well, maybe she could take that little piece of advice and turn that around and make that like it's her job to work on her physical health and it's her job to work on her mental health. Because if none of those things are working, how is she going to be able to get around and do the stuff for her home and for her channel and for her husband and for her family and neighbors? If she's not functioning well, she can't do any of those things. Having a clean house don't mean shit if you're dead.
Have like an actual job.
Hi, Dylan.
That makes me leave the home. Although that might change. I may possibly be starting to do some work, but I am.
Oh my god. Does anybody feel like, okay, this mukbang gave me frenzied energy? I have sped this up to 1.4, but the constant chips and the burger and it feels so frenzied. Like, have you ever sat down and I mean, okay, so it probably feels a little bit sped up because I've cut the eating parts out and there is lots of chewing in between, but just the throwing and it's just it's like dodging, like, oh my god, it's just mental.
If I do get this, it might allow me to travel here and there too. Mostly through like the Gulf countries.
My theory is she's selling Avon door to door. She's going to be an Avon lady or Tupperware lady. She's going to be part of an MLM. Now that she's flown to Thailand, how are you going to fly? How are you getting around? How are we going to be traveling, Chantal? Are we going to be getting 2 seats every time we go on a business trip to one of these Gulf countries? Or are we getting in the little jalopy? And are we going to be driving from place to place? And how good of an idea do you think it's going to be? And how do you think this job's going to turn out, considering that there is a war zone, a hop, skip, and a jump away from where you are? I don't think you're going to be moving in between these Gulf countries very much. I don't think this job's probably going to pan out the way you think it is. Are you going to be a door-to-door perfume salesman for Salah and Murad? I don't know. What are you doing? You think it's a good idea for a Canadian to be moving around, a foreigner in these countries while things are so tumultuous over there? I don't think so. Why do we have to find a new source of income? And it's not a job that's been given to her or a position that's been offered to her. She's like, if I get it, which makes me seem like she's had to apply for this job. She's had to put in some kind of proposal or application to be considered for this role. And if she gets it, all fingers crossed, she'll be traveling around. Why? Are you not making enough money to keep Salah? Is that what's happening? Or it's very intriguing. Or she's just being very trolly right now and just giving us something to talk about.
Depending. I cannot tell you what I'll be doing because that would be
I
stupid.
know, won't that be great? Hi, Nicola.
But just know that might be coming up. I'm hoping it does happen
Aw.
because it's a great opportunity. That's all I can say. I'll be keeping that a bit private.
Oh, true.
I'm not gonna be able to
I
get
might
the
give it
I
a
actually
go, Panda.
already gave it to Salah. I'll cut it out. Yelled for him to come get it. His own meal. He has chicken and rice. Most places here have a standard chicken and rice dish. Even places like Wendy's. That's all I can say about working, but it's an opportunity that came up to me. And if I can get it. But I accept. I really appreciate you guys respecting my privacy. A lot of you. Rose League. Let's try it. The milk will calm down the. I wish I had. I don't have ground cinnamon. Let's try this. Rice pudding. I'm actually pretty full, so I'll keep this in the fridge. It can last a few days. I didn't finish this. It's huge. Okay, I guess that's about it.
Nicola, I'm so sorry to hear that, but I'm glad to see you here tonight doing what you can when you're not feeling so great and things are a bit tough. I hope we can sort of like make it a little bit lighter and brighter for you.
Thanks for having dinner with me as always. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream or video. Bye.
But Sarah doesn't have a job right now. Apparently.
Hello. Someone wave.
Okay, we'll get rid of her. But he apparently has gotten rid of his interest in the business. He doesn't have it anymore. Because we talked about this last time, didn't we? That she's gone. I don't know. I don't know what she's going to be doing, but the idea of Foodie having an alarm, having a schedule, having to be responsible, having to like show up on time, make appointments, be locked into things, can't call out sick. Because if you're traveling overseas and going to other countries because you've got a meeting or you've set up a contract meeting to go over, like if it's for the perfumes, you can't just be like, I'm having a mental health day, I can't go. We're going to have to reschedule for another day. Oh no, these people are busy. They can't waste a day. You have to show up or you're not getting their business. I love the idea of Foodie being under that kind of like everyday environment work pressure. She'll go be like, I've done 2 appointments. Oh, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm over it. This working for a living malarkey is not for me. Oh, I did notice as well. Let me get rid of that one. I'm squinting a lot. Sorry, guys. I've been at a computer all day. She's changed her banner. She's gotten rid of the boobs and dicks from her banner, and it's now just a classy Foodie Beauty. Let's have a quick look. From what it was, I haven't got a copy of that. I've got it somewhere. I think I've got a picture of it on my community tab. Excuse me. Buddy, what are you doing, baby? You can't go there. Oh, my God, I can't even type. Oh, good, it's auto-filled. Thank a good. There we go. Oh, no, God, stop it. For Christ's sakes, we don't want to see that. All right, so this is what she's now got, okay? Oh, buddy, buddy, buddy. Okay. So this is her new screen, right? It did have her eating 2 mozzarella corn dog stick things, Korean corn dogs, with the big cheese pull that looked very like, you know, a dick that's splooged, and she was mouthing it. And then she had Foodie with the 2 donuts on it that looked very boob-like. So I pointed out a couple of times, and I think Blondie also pointed it out on a community post, that if you're trying to give the impression that you're not an overeating or a binge eating glorified kind of channel, that perhaps your banner's not the best way to represent your channel by having boobs and dicks on there. You know, maybe that's not the best impression to give YouTube. And magically, she's obviously heard this from a few other people, or she's taken note, and she's changed her banner to something a little bit more classy, just foodie beauty in her beautiful abayas, looking so fresh and so fly. And that profile picture, honey, that is not you. That is not what you look like, but okie dokes. Okay. So this video. Hi, Bunny Melon. Hello. No, that's okay. That's all right. I know some people just sort of sit and listen. I do the same thing when I'm potting around the house or doing another chore. So if you come in and out, I totally understand it. Okay. All right. So this one, see, I even put the filter over my face because I thought it looked kind of funny and cute. It's called Sad Chicken and Horror Donuts. Because we've always got to have a little dessert at the end, right? Always got to have a little dessert at the end.
So how is your day going, guys? I hope you're doing well.
This one as well, same method. Sat, watched, cut about 4 minutes of the front off because it's just a frenzy of her doing stuff to the food and just eating. And then when she finally decided to start talking in a way that was like, worth listening to, it's about 4 minutes deep. So it's a good way to just cut a whole big chunk of nothing out. And I've done quite a bit to cut the eating out. However, once she got to the story time, I just left it as is. And the reason I did that is because when I edit it, it actually makes her seem a bit better at telling the stories because I cut out all the pauses. And I realized that's unfair. That's unfair to me because I'm doing all the work to make her seem like she's telling a good story when I just really want it to play out as she tells it so we can get a good showing of how bad at these she is. As hard as she tries, she's just not a very good storyteller. Whiplash, paper clips, no.
Quite ready to get back to cooking yet.
Not yet.
Because I just don't feel like it. So, but I'm not eating junk or trying not to. So I came upon a story.
She does realize that you can overeat on literally anything though, whether it's nutritionally dense or whole food or like if you sat down and ate a 2-kilo tub of pumpkin, that's still overeating on pumpkin. It's still a healthy food, but you've still overeaten on it. The portion matters, even if it's healthy food. She doesn't get it. She doesn't get it, buddy. She doesn't know. She doesn't understand.
Well, it was a TikTok.
Right? Of course it was a TikTok.
It's very popular, I think, TV.
Now, I haven't actually heard this story. I skipped over this bit because I wanted it to be fresh and new and exciting because I'm sure it's an amazing story full of great points, humor, lost love, a ghost, maybe some aliens drop in. It's going to be fascinating. If it's caught this one's interest, I bet it's amazing.
Teacher. She has like a lot of followers.
Hi, Antonis. Hi. Hi, Nicole.
She was having lunch.
Oh, the bread is wiggling from the filters.
So she opened up her order and it was completely wrong. Like she had like a BMT wrap and it had cucumbers and tomatoes on it. And she asked for no cucumbers, tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Or she said she didn't want them on there.
Okay.
So I guess when she opened up her lunch, she found it TikTok worthy to make a whole video about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That's my issue. Like, why is it TikTok worthy to make a whole video complaining to a bunch of people who can't do anything about it? Like, just call customer service. Why do you have to make a TikTok complaining that your sandwich?
I was unaware that this was the talking point that she was talking about. Chantal, have you watched your channel? Have you watched any of your videos from the end of 2021 to about I'd say October 2022? Have you seen any of your live streams? Because that's literally all you did was talking about DD and Nato, and there was fuck all we could do about it. And you bitched and you moaned and you blah. Every stream that you talk about FFG, half of your mukbangs have no point. If you are having a crack at another person on another platform, making a nonsensical, irrelevant video about something that happened to their life, but they tell it in a humorous and funny way, you've got no leg to stand on, love. Nothing. This whole mukbang, your last couple of mukbangs, pointless. No need to have ever sat down and made them. I would not be having a crack at anybody else's value of content. No, ma'am. Learn to edit, learn to vlog, and then come back and talk to us. Or learn to react, learn a skill, find something that you're good at on YouTube, because mukbangs and vlogging is not for you.
Had cucumbers and tomatoes when you didn't ask for them.
Maybe it really, really bothered her.
Lady, no one cares. Anyway.
Nobody cares about you eating a lentil soup out of a bread, but you're still doing it.
So,
buffering? Who's buffering? Is my thing working?
I think I'm going to save that and make croutons. Honeybee girl. Anyway. So she makes a TikTok.
It may be YouTube, because my video's running fine. My YouTube's running fine. Everything's working. So unless it's a delay, but I'm not getting any swirlies on my end. Oh, I don't like it. But she put the bread away like, I'm going to save it. No, she's just, when she cuts the camera off, she's going to go back and finish it, because that's what she always does.
Stop complaining. And it gets a lot of traction.
I don't know.
For some reason. But the employee who made the sandwich made a TikTok in reply and was like, it was me. You know.
Yeah, pop out and then come back.
It was like an online order, a mobile order.
Hi, Sassy Bear. Hi.
The receipt said, you know, cucumbers and tomatoes.
Okay.
So she actually shows, like, she literally has a literal receipt.
Okay. So this is Chantal, unbeknownst to her being a reaction channel. She is reacting to the content on the TikTok that this teacher has put out about her sandwich that was wrong. So she's doing a reaction to that content. Okay. So doing it badly, by the way. But her response is to talk about how bad or how stupid and nonsensical the original story is. What? Okay, I need to listen more, because I don't. Does she understand how ironic she's being right now?
And sure enough, it has her name and the order. So it's like, womp.
But we know that Chantal, if she'd ordered something and it was wrong, she would pitch a bitch fit like no other. She probably would throw the food or make Salah go back and get another one. She'd probably eat the wrong one, but she would be like mad and pissed off about it.
And now people are like asking her to apologize to the poor employee. I mean, the employee didn't have to go, like, well, I guess it's the internet. They probably would have found out, but who the employee was. But, like
what?
Honestly, all you have to do is just call the subway. I'm sure they would have been like, or I guess if you're at school, you can't go back, but.
Oh, Chantal, don't do these again. Don't. Look, you haven't told us the story very well. You've just given us your opinions. You've not given us a great deal of context. Just like, this is not the story time. Just, I find this really annoying. Like, she's so hyper-focused on the food, she doesn't really care. As long as words are coming out of her mouth, she doesn't care what order they're in, whether it makes any sense, or if any of us even care. She's just trying to talk about something, but it makes it really frustrating and disjointed to watch. It's kind of like, you're leaning on the edge of your seat to wait for the, just say something, but it's never anything good.
Make a complaint on the mobile order app. Call customer service when you have time. I'm sure they would refund you. And just pick the tomatoes and cucumbers off. Like, what effect did you expect to have by making that video? You know?
She got to tell a whole bunch of people about her sandwich that was wrong. Like, she got the wrong sandwich. No harm, no foul.
You think people were going to go with pitchforks and lanterns to the subway and, like, you know? Anyway.
Well, thanks for informing us and letting us know about it, because I would never have known about this poor woman and her wrong tomatoes and wrong cucumbers had you not brought it up. Now I can decide whether I'm ever going to go back to Subway again or if I'm going to go and give this woman shit on TikTok. I've got so many things that I can do now that I know this information. Thanks, Chantal. I feel so informed.
Sometimes the things you see on social media stress you out. I'm sure there's people that think that way about watching me.
Yes, we do. We think you are non-tent. Non-tent palooza.
You know. Turn it off, guys.
I.e. the Lush haul. No need to do it. The mukbang that she did the other day where she barely talked. It was the Taco Bell one. Barely talked. No need to do it. But you did it anyway. And you know what? That's what social media is about. It's about the droll, dumb shit. It's whatever audience wants to watch it. And it's also those who can sit back and critique it. But you got to find a way to make people like your critiques. And Chantal, we're all just here mortified at how you're eating and slopping and chewing your way through it. And your big hands and your lipstick's not too bad. I don't mind the colour. But your weird eyeliner and your dirty clothes, and you're so distracting.
If it stresses you out and doesn't make you happy in life, turn it off. That's what I'm learning to do.
Yeah, I think it's a problem with the YouTube.
As I say, not as I do.
Everything's running on my end.
Now, we always have leftover rice.
She's going to have leftover. There's always going to be leftover rice, because she doesn't eat all of the food that she orders. So it therefore is not a binge. Officially not a binge because there's leftovers.
I love mashed booze. I'm starting to feel like a bit normal. Just fatigued a bit still. But other than that, I think I'll be completely well in no time.
It makes Nicola. I do it because it makes her more enjoyable to watch. It's better than her actual face. She kind of looks adorable. It's the big baby eyes, the lips. I mean, just lips. The only problem I do have with this filter is it depends on what she's eating. It can make what she's eating actually worse because it makes her teeth look quite big. The rice and that's not too bad. She's not eating with her mouth open. But the days where she's like, and I do this filter, it's not good. So that's why I sometimes use the Gorilla one, because it doesn't make the food as pronounced. But I find it adorable. I think she's really cute.
You know, alhamdulillah. We can start doing more content outside on our couples channel.
Chantal, you never went outside before because the heat would nearly kill you. Like, you didn't really go outside when you lived in Canada. Like, when are you're not an outdoorsy girl. The outdoors is not for you. Inside is where you thrive. So you're an inside person. Yeah.
I still have a little bit of Thailand content I want to put out.
She's still flogging the Thailand dead horse. Thailand's over. No one cares. We all hated it. It was as boring as shit. Just leave Thailand alone. Just let it die away. Just let it be a sad, pathetic memory. Just forget Thailand. Thailand's over.
I forgot some clips.
Hi, Lala Boo.
And kind of do a review of like the trip and like tips for people who want to go to Thailand. Some things that I wish I knew before going, that kind of thing. Literally just sharing my experience. Experience has gained wisdom.
Girl, the only wisdom you've got is all the different snacks that you can heat up at 7-Eleven. That's the biggest takeaway that you've got. You've been on a boat. You don't fit. You need a winch to get out of them. And you can steam a bag of chicken dicks on a stick from 7-Eleven. You know the ins and outs of it. You sat in your hotel for the last 10 days. You walked through, I don't know, water because you got rained in. You didn't really do anything that fun. Like, what wisdom did you have? Did you talk to any locals at all? Ma'am. Nobody wants to go on holidays with you. You are like the worst traveling companion ever. Nobody wants to travel with you. Chicken wieners.
I have to start doing lives on TikTok as well, because I did promise everybody, and I do want to do it.
Are you listening to me? Thanks.
But I just haven't been feeling social. And social media, you're gonna have to feel a bit social, you know.
Chantal, you have eaten on camera every other day. You have done the exact same content you've been doing for the last year since you've been in Kuwait. You do less live streams, but you do more stream content. Like, you're doing the exact same things. How are you not feeling more social? Like, how? It's exactly the same stuff. Stop it. You don't socialize because you've got no one to socialize with. Nobody likes you and you like no one. It's a back and forth.
Talking to people consumes energy. I love doing it. Just depends on my mood.
Noted whiplash. No border runs to Thailand. Takes too long. Oh, pad thai.
Donuts from Krispy Kreme.
It's the fishiness.
The weather. No snow, of course. And it's like in the 20s. So that's when people go camping, which we will do.
Bitch. I just spent 5 days on Stradbroke Island camping with my bestie. We had 2 tents and a gazebo, couple of camp chairs, a 1-pot burner thing. Loved it. That's camping. Driving to the desert, sleeping in an air-conditioned, I don't know what they call them, duckies or dookies. What do we call them? There's a name for them, but I can't remember what they're called. Building and sleeping on the floor is not camping. I'm sorry, it's not. And then leaving the next day. That's called a sleepover. That's sleeping in that'd be no different from sleeping in a cabin. I don't call that camping.
I love camping.
A donga.
So
that's the word, Sassy. Donga. No, Sassy's Australian. We call them dongas here.
Put that in the fridge. I'm going to save the bread.
Oh, it was so boring, right, Nicola? Oh, so boring.
But I do repurpose it. You can cut it up.
You don't repurpose it. It's going to sit in your fridge and it's going to go to rot and it's going to be put in the bin. And then next week, you're going to order another kilo with your meal and that's going to go to rot. And then that's going to go to rot. Instead of like cooking your rice and making it yourself, you're just going to order it in, let it go to rot, chuck it out. It's a cycle. We know it.
Put it in another soup. All right, let's try these donuts. All right, so first up, we have a cute...
Donga. Nicola knows too.
Angry whole face. Is it a vampire? It's like a monster donut.
Yeah, we used to use them at school. If we needed an extra building because we needed it, like, I don't know, for something, they would put in a donga out the back, which is just like a big rectangle. It's a bit like it's got windows, it's got doors, it's got steps, but it's like transportable. It's easy to uproot and then move. It's usually just used for like extra space and stuff like that. But yeah, call them dongas.
Okay, I'm going to split him right between the eyes. Just take a little piece.
Just put your hands completely, just grab the whole donut and pull it apart. It's not like there's another person who's going to be eating that food. I know it's your husband, but do you have to manhandle it? You couldn't have got a knife and cut that in half. Like, you couldn't have just not tried to manhandle the whole thing.
The donut's really soft and like the glaze on it is so good.
Donuts.
It's kind of mushed a little. Looks like the Vertigo movie or something.
We all know she ate all of them, right? This one is my least favorite of them all. I love a Krispy Kreme donut. I love the basic standard glazed. Favorite. I love the softness. I love the texture. Beautiful. I hate Nutella. The taste, the texture, the smell of it, the stickiness on your tongue and on your lips. I don't like it in drinks. I don't like it in food. I don't like it on toast. I hate Nutella. Hate it.
Okay. So there's a chocolate center.
Ugh. Portable sauna. Yes, exactly.
I don't know.
Look, in Queensland now, there's been some kind of law change where you have to have air conditioning in the classrooms now. So they have air-conditioned donkas now, all right?
It's good. My favorite donut.
Demountables.
Boston cream. It's like a vanilla custard, the green dye.
You've got a little She's got a little. Oh, yuck.
Donuts are good.
What's Sala's half? So she's just gone because she wanted a little bit of extra cream. Like, I don't care how close you are. If I'm licking food, my husband's still not going to eat that. He's going to be like, that's all right, hon, you finish it. That's yours now. If you licked it, it's yours. No, gross.
It tastes like donuts.
Of course, they're donuts.
I don't have a sweet tooth. Like,
Yes, you do.
it doesn't mean I don't crave sweet things. Because
No. See, this is where Foodie is mistaken. She thinks if you don't have a sweet tooth, you must have a savory tooth. Hun, you have an everything tooth. You have a rice tooth, pasta tooth, cream tooth, garlic tooth, sweet tooth, salty tooth, olive tooth, pickled tooth. You have it all tooth. If it's edible, it's going in your mouth. You don't have a sweet tooth or a savory tooth. It's an everything tooth.
I do on a daily basis crave sweet things at least once. I think most people do. But preferably, I like savory more.
That's
They're
a
really
horror
good.
film.
Krispy Kreme.
Lockma horror
Definitely better
film.
than
She
Tim
ate
Hortons, I
them
would
all.
say, yeah.
She ate them all.
I haven't tried their regular donuts, just the dough is nicer, I find. That was delicious. Lots of rice left over. That's about it, guys. Thank you for having dinner and dessert with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Do you think anybody actually sits down and eats when Chantal eats? Like they sit down and like, oh my God, she's dropped the video. I've been hanging out all morning. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to have my eggs on toast and I'm going to eat with Chantal because it's my favorite thing to do. We just love to eat together. It feels so intimate and, wonderful. And its stories are so good. It's a great way to start my morning. Do you think anybody does that? No, we're all just sitting there like wide-eyed, like, oh. Try not to dry heave ourselves, into like some kind of weird, like bucket moment. Ugh. No, I can't see anybody sitting down having a meal with Chantal. I don't see it. All right. The pièce de résistance. The fish cooking video. Been waiting for this one. I saved the best for almost last. We'll see how we go. We're going to have so much fun with this one because God help her. Okay, so before I start this, I've had this idea in my brain that I want to recreate her recipe. I know it's very cringy and overdone and recreations, blah, 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 but I feel like I need to know because I have ideas and thoughts about how that dish must taste. I call it the confusion. It's the confused fish is what I've named this dish because it's got garlic salt, it's got curry, it's got bay leaves, it's got 3 lemons in the sauce and then cream on top of it. Paprika. I don't think this sauce knows what it was doing. I think the fish probably came out of that feeling assaulted. I don't know what palate she was trying to cater to, but we've called this the confused fish. I want to recreate it, and then I want to do what she should have done. How a lemon fish dish should be made, because this is not it. And ma'am, you don't have to broil fish. Fish is lean. You cook it low, slow. If you're baking it, 10, 15 minutes, that's it for the whole thing, including the sauce. But let's get into it. Let's watch it before we break it down because, oh my God, I watched it and I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I've actually called this confused mystery fish in lemon tangy curry sauce. I think that's what I've called it. Oh, no, this is what I've actually called it. Confused mystery fish in lemon tangy curry hell sauce. That's what I've called it. Because Jesus Christ, it was a mess. A messy, messy mess. Natural ginger.
Oh, welcome back to my kitchen.
Today I'm going to be making a simple dinner, but something very delicious and healthy. It's my first time trying this particular recipe. So I'm going to be making a simple fish fillet meal with a lemon cream sauce with some rice and some roasted carrots. So yalla, let's get to this here. So first things first, I'm going to just chop some red onion and some garlic. I'm wearing...
Okay. Now, she says going forward that the brown onion, white onion, and red onion have different flavors. And you can substitute, but you don't substitute your red onion with white or brown if you're doing a sauce like a garlic sauce, because the color changes because of the red onion. It will actually change the color of the sauce. And it is more of a salad onion because it's a bit sweeter and it doesn't have that. It's just more of a salad onion. But yes, you can use it if you need to, but not if you're going to be trying to make a sauce, because the red onion will change it.
I got a microphone, so I'm sure you can hear all my heavy breathing in it, but whatever.
We can hear it without the microphone, so it's fine.
I'm going to use the onions in the rice as well as the fish sauce. Now, my husband doesn't like huge chunks of onion, so sometimes I put them in the food processor and just, you know, give them a quick 1 second little pulse. But
now, when I make my butter chicken, I actually do that with onion. The recipe that I have for the butter chicken sauce that I make is you put the onion in the food processor and then you put a bit of water in and then you blend it. It makes like an oniony, foamy, pasty thing. And then you cook that off. That's the first step for the butter chicken. So that is an actual technique. I don't think she's doing it for that reason. I think it's just because Salo's a picky eater and she wants to make the bits little tiny so the little baby toddler doesn't have to spit the big chunks of onion out.
Today, I'm going to slice them and dice them.
Now, that tiny little paring knife that she's using to cut her vegetables up is triggering me a little bit. I don't understand. Maybe she didn't buy herself any good cooking knives. Who knows? They are getting the job done, but no, it's making the job harder than it needs to be. Your knife blade should be at least twice the size of what you're trying to cut, but okay.
You can use any kind of onion you have, but the
or shallots would have been beautiful with the fish.
Have a bit more flavor, I find. They're a bit strong, but it's okay.
The shirt, I almost forgot. This shirt was bought with the intention to be long and flowy. It's tight. It is. You can see it's tight. It's tight over her boobs. It's tight over her arms. It's riding up the back. She's put on a crap ton of weight, or because it was cheap, it's shrunk in the wash. Who knows?
If you have fresh garlic, use it, but I have to use garlic powder because...
And that is a crap ton of onion for a sauce. You don't need that much onion for the sauce. You need probably a quarter of an onion for flavor. This isn't a stock. This isn't a soup. You don't need that much. You need way less than that. But okay, Foodie she's not using a recipe. She's making this off the top of her head.
I've had this garlic since before I went to Thailand. And so, yeah, they're not good anymore. All right. I have a large pot here and on medium heat. I'm going to put...
And not using fresh garlic. I mean, you can use garlic salt if you want to, but fresh garlic would have made a whole bunch of difference to the cream that she's going to add. Fresh garlic is not the same as garlic salt. It's completely different flavor. When it's cooked, if you overcook it, it's undercooked. Fresh, you can't beat fresh garlic. I use garlic salt, but very, very rarely. It's always fresh chopped garlic.
Put some olive oil. And a chunk of butter.
You can use both, but I would have used one or the other. With this, I would have used butter and not the olive oil, because it would have just made the onions a bit nicer. But a couple of things. We've still got the sticker on the pot. It's going to make a funny smell. I don't think she probably washed the pot, because that sticker maybe would have come off when she'd washed it. Okay. The pot isn't actually even turned on or heated up yet. She hasn't melted the butter, and she's just not melted the butter, and she's just not put the onions in a cold pan. I mean, you can do it, but why? it's just gonna make all the liquid come out of your onions, and you're not gonna get a good saute on it. But okay.
Macarena.
I know. Lee Pepper, we're gonna get there. I know.
So I'm just gonna let these
I
cook
know.
on medium
Sorry, Panda.
and then medium low bit until they're cooked down, not caramelized, but just cooked down enough until they're golden brown.
Yeah, but caramelization is completely different from sauteing. You're just using words that you've heard other people who cook say. You are trying to saute your onions, which is make them translucent, get the butter to like cook them and crisp them up and give them like a nice savory, take out a little bit of the moisture, but you need to do it on like medium high, maybe like a low medium high to get that nice flavor. Medium low is just going to take forever, and then it's going to turn out soggy and gross.
And translucent. All right, I think you get the idea with the chef hat. So I have a baking dish here with a big piece of white fish, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to broil it.
Not going to lie, that is a very nice looking dish. Like it's perfect for a small chicken, a butterfly chicken, fish. You could make pasta bakes in that. I wonder if it's cast iron or if it's ceramic. It's probably ceramic. They probably would have got something just cheap. But cheap's fine. Cheap's fine for her because she's never going to use it again. But that's a good dish, and the fish fits there in properly. However, the only way I would have cooked it like this in a whole form is if I was going to serve it and place it on the table like that, and everyone was going to take the fish out and put it on their own plates. If I'm cooking for 2 people, I'm actually going to cut that fish in half. So I've got 2 separate portions, and then that way it's easier to pick up on your spatula and it's not going to break, and you'll actually get the whole piece of fish onto your plate. Shit. Sorry, I almost knocked the cat off my lap. Whoops. You saved yourself. Good boy. Good boy. But, noobs mistakes, and, she doesn't know what she's doing.
For a couple of minutes before adding the sauce and then baking it again. So we're going to broil it. So I'm going to hit broil, high. Okay, we're going to let that get up to temperature. Now our onions are done, and I've reserved half. They look like this. I reserved half for the sauce and half for the rice. All right, so we're going to get the rice cooking actually. And this recipe is super easy.
Shenanigans.
So I've had some rice soaking for about a half an hour. I've rinsed it twice. So I've drained the water.
Shenanigans. And not even shenanigans. Rice cooking type people. How do we do rice? I know there's going to be lots of different techniques, but the right way, you wash it 2 or 3 times. Just wash it 2 or 3 times. Get the starch on the outside off and any other little bits. Drain it off. You get your rice cooker. I'm sorry, but I use a rice cooker. And you fill it up and you put your finger in it and the water goes up to the first knuckle. Then you pop it in your cooker, you turn it on and you walk away. If you want to put stock in it, go ahead. If you want to put onion and garlic in it, perfect. If you want to make Brazilian type rice, you add in your stock and your garlic, a little bit of smoked bacon, perfect. That's how you make your rice. None of this stirring palaver and rinsing. Like, no, you don't need to do anything. You rinse it, you put it in, you put the lid on, you walk away. Done.
Okay, we're going to turn it on medium.
I don't know what the broil grill is, because I thought broiling was you're putting it under a low heat. I don't know what the broiling is. I'm not sure. Is it like the grilling version of a parboil? Like you parboil a potato and then you finish it off in a different way? I don't know.
High. Rice is one of those things that just takes a lot of practice.
Use a rice cooker.
Yeah. When I first started making rice on my own, oh my gosh, disaster.
Do not.
So I'm going to take some olive oil and put enough because I don't want it to stick to the pan. Okay.
there's just so many things that she just does wrong.
That.
Really high heat from the top. Okay. No, then no, that's not fish. Fish doesn't need that.
We're also going to put some pepper.
Now, okay. Oh my God, this is how she made this. This is giving me the chicken soup vibe. She's literally just taking everything and just throwing it in and hoping it works. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I would have the amount of olive oil that she's put on this fish. I would have just fried it in a pan. I would have just got my little skillet out. She's got a fry pan. I just would have fried it 3 minutes on each side, 4 minutes maybe. I don't know. Salad probably wants it 4 minutes. I would have just pan fried it. And then in a separate pot, I would have made myself up a nice garlic sauce. Salt, pepper, bit of garlic, bit of butter, bit of mustard maybe, bit of paprika. You could probably throw the paprika in. Forget the bay leaf, forget the curry. And that just, and I just would have maybe squeeze a lemon at the very, very end over the top, maybe a little sprinkle of dill. Simpler, easier, not all this fucking around. Maybe a little bit of stock in that sauce to thin it, boil it off, make it a bit thick. I don't know what she's doing, but she's overcooked the fish, that's for sure. I don't know why.
A little bit of salt.
It's not even thick. It's not even a thick piece of fish.
We're going to add the rice in.
Oh, it's grilling. Okay. Real, like when you put, yeah, okay. I didn't know. I just thought,
Gotta wash my hands.
And
I'm going to
grill
add
the fish like this.
just enough water to cover the rice.
Oh.
I check with my finger. If the water covers the fingertip, it's good.
It's not the fingertip, it's to the first knuckle. And you shouldn't be sticking your fingers in stuff when it comes to food.
Good enough. So yeah, that's good.
Hi, Ima.
All right, we're going to use some chicken bouillon.
I think she used to follow very specific recipes for her time warps. And I think she stopped doing them because they were just so laborsome, like so time consuming. I think that's why she gave up on them, because she just was like, oh, fuck this shit, and just started ordering, and I don't know. But if you're following a recipe and you've got the time to do it, it's not that hard. But she doesn't have even a lot of basic skills. Maybe it's out of practice. Maybe she ordered that food. I don't know. But she really is not that good of a cook. And she certainly doesn't have a good palate to layer flavors. She just throws everything in and hope it works. Oh, that's correct, Enola. That is from the Nada Al-Shami Academy of Cooking.
A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. That smells really good with the onions, the fried onions. With this,
I think SJM, if he was like, no, I don't know, because I don't watch SJM. I don't know what he's doing. But when I was sort of like watching some of his stuff through Jessica Messica stuff, if he was not drunk or carrying on or being a dip, he actually has a little bit of like an idea. He's got a basis. He's a better cook than Foodie, that's for sure.
Under the broiler for, again, just a few minutes.
I know. It's
gonna let the rice come to a boil.
I can't imagine the texture of that fish. It's either going to be like rubber, like a thong, or a flip-flop, or it's literally going to be like mush, like porridge in your mouth, because it's overcooked to the wazoo. Ugh.
All right, and we're going to make the sauce. So we have half the onions.
I don't think so either. I don't think she's got
Getting
the
all the juice
skills
out of
for
the
it,
lemon when I
Jade.
can. Okay.
Right, shenanigans. I was going to say that because she's chopping up all these lemons, right? She's got a whole bag full of lemons there. If that's whitefish, if she'd finally sliced it. She didn't have the right knife for it, and just actually sat it in the ceviche. Put it in the lemon, put a bit of chili in it, maybe a bit of lime, some coriander, a bit of tomato, a bit of that onion, and stirred it through and let it sit for about 5 minutes. She's got ceviche. She's put enough lemon in this that she could have cooked that entire piece of fish. But 3 lemons for this sauce. I don't even use 3 lemons when I'm making a big, like, because I make lemonade. I use mineral water, I use lemon and an artificial sweetener. Some days I just need like a lemon spritzer. I don't even put 3 lemons in that to make a drink. I can only imagine that this sauce was tangy as F. She needed maybe 1 or 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, not 3 lemons. Oh, sorry guys, it's working.
Small strainer for the seeds.
Go out and come back in. Oh,
We're gonna let the rice boil a bit. Some butter.
she called this a healthy meal, didn't she? She called it healthy. Yep, she did. Yep.
We're gonna melt the butter. This is boiling up. Okay, so
she does have a microwave because she's just gone and melted that butter in the microwave. Oh my God. And she still doesn't cook and she's got a microwave. You need to get a multi-cooker, girl. Get a multi-cooker.
I'm gonna put a lid on. Reduce the heat to low, about 2. I forgot to cook the carrots. I'm always forgetting the vegetables. I know. We'll have another vegetable on the side, a fresh.
Easiest, best carrots in the world. Chop them up however you want them. Julienne, diced, bloody circles, coins, however you want them. Brown sugar, butter, salt. Stick it in the microwave. Cook it in for 6 minutes. Honeyed carrots. Or you can even put honey if you don't want brown sugar. Amazing. So good, especially if you have it with like pork, green bean, like peas and mashed potato. It's the best.
Vegetable, I guess.
It's a bland.
All right.
Oh,
So now,
okay. That's probably why.
with that, we're going to add some cream.
Mm-hmm. Oh, why is she
Just the rest of
breathing
it.
so hard?
It's a very thick sauce. I'm going to add some water to thin it out a bit. And this is going to bake in the oven. Fish is still broiling.
Now, if I was going to bake it, because I know I said I was going to fry it. Oh, God, buddy, geez. He's like a toddler today. He doesn't know what he wants. Okay. I said, ow, claws. Yeah, get comfy, babes. That's a good boy. I said if I did bake this, and it would only be baked for a very short amount of time, I would probably cook the sauce a bit because I'd want to cook the onion in the sauce. I wouldn't just put it in raw because then it's going to taste bad. Cook the onion off, cook the garlic off, blah, blah, blah. Then put it in, yada, like she's done. But I would just put the fish in, put the sauce in, put the lemon over the top, and then bake it all together and bake it in the sauce. I don't need to broil it and then put the sauce over the top. You just bake it all in one go. 10 minutes, she's sweet. 10, maybe 12 minutes, depending on how big the piece of fish is. But what's the broil? Why would you grill it first and then put the sauce in it? And you don't know how thick your sauce is going to be once you put it in the heat. So, okay. And you can always take your fish out, thicken it up, thin it out if it's too thick after you've baked it.
Onion powder.
I don't get this. And that
Some garlic
cream, you
powder?
don't need that much cream. It's 1/4 cup at most.
A little bit of yellow curry.
Why?
I find curry just adds such a nice flavor to everything. Some pepper.
Yeah, if you want to eat curry every day.
Some salt.
Kisses. Oh, no, I've got a cat fur on my face.
And I'm going to sprinkle the fish with paprika.
Oh. What? Okay, so it's either okay, so you're gonna put mustard and she said, oh, you could put mustard in it, garlic, and the mustard would be where I would stop, and then maybe the lemon. That's where I would stop because that's like more French cuisine. But we're gonna throw in carrots. We're gonna throw in carrots, curry, and then we're gonna throw in paprika. Then we're gonna put some bay leaves in there later. Like, just pick a flavor palette and work with it. It doesn't have to be. It's either no flavor or so many flavors. Your brain's just gonna explode and it's gonna taste terrible. You're not gonna taste anything but that lemon anyway. Oh.
All right, we have the sauce. So the fish is out of the oven.
Yes,
Okay.
clear soup, beautiful.
I'm letting the temperature go to 375 on the oven. And I'm just gonna, I love paprika, so quite a bit. All right, and I have some lemon slices here. Like that. Okay. Ooh. And we're gonna put it back in a 375-degree oven till it's nice and bubbly and a bit brown. Maybe 15 to 20 minutes.
No,
Half an hour.
no. You don't even cook biscuits for that long. You've just broiled it and you're going to put it in for 15 to 20 minutes. Why? I don't understand. Did she not read a recipe? Fish, that's too much time for fish. Any fish.
And that's it.
Jeez.
All right, I added some bay leaves here in the sauce and just mix them in for some added flavor. I love bay leaves.
Shiana, no. He is adorable. Yellow slop.
As Zena Garten would say, now how gorgeous is that?
Not at all. Not at all gorgeous. It's yellow slop. Now, if we'd made like the actual proper dish, I would probably serve this up, not with rice, but I mean, you can do what you want. I would probably do this with some asparagus or some fresh green beans, some julienne carrots, or a really nice crispy salad on the side. Maybe the asparagus and a crispy salad, tomatoes, red onion, you know, something nice with a vinaigrette, like a French vinaigrette or red balsamic wine or something like that on it. But that looks shit house.
All right, I'm going to dish this up for my husband and I. The rice.
It is the laziest way to multi-cooker.
Fluffy.
Multi-cooker. White.
All right, let me dish this up. Some rice. All right, now, moment of truth.
And this is the best bit.
Wow, it just falls apart. So, oh no, it fell apart. Okay, that's okay.
And why did it fall apart, guys? Because she had a good amount on the flipper there. It's because she got greedy. She wanted more on top, and that's why it all fell off. She could have just plopped what she had on the flipper onto the plate and then gone back for more and dressed it. Or she could have used a big, like one of those flat ones without holes in it. Oh, buddy, my God. Buddy, honey. Oh, I'm so sorry. Cat's tangled up in my headphones thing. Are you right, hun bun? Are you okay? You all right? He goes funny in the summertime. The winter, he's great. His fur's beautiful. He's not anxious. He's loving life. As soon as it hits summer, skin breaks out, doesn't want to eat, scared of everything. Floor is lava. It's his seasonal routine. It gets very clingy. I don't know why, but I expect that you'll probably see a lot of him in the summertime because he gets very anxious. I don't know why. Can't figure it out. Or some fresh broccoli would have been nice. Oh,
This sauce is really looking
I
great.
bet she did. I bet she did.
Make sure there's no bay leaves in there.
Oh, the rice looks terrible. It looks half chewy and half fluffy. But dry. It doesn't look like soft, fluffy, steamy rice, and it's the weirdest color. But that could be the bouillon as well. I have made rice with bouillon. I do like that. There's a South American recipe that I've got for just basic rice. It's so good. Oh,
And there you have it. I'm gonna try a bite with you guys.
it's
All
white.
right, guys. Moment of truth.
I said every meal she's cooked so far has been a variation of yellow. And she's put a tiny little bit of green on the side. It's yellow slop.
Beauty bite. Rich, a little tangy.
A little tangy.
The bay leaf and the seasonings, the lemon. The tang is from the lemon.
Yeah, you put 3 lemons in it.
If you want
You
it a
put
little
3
less tangy,
slices
use
on
1 lemon.
top.
That's really nice. You gotta give this a try. Lemon cream baked whitefish. All right, guys. I'm not gonna do a mukbang today.
Because it tastes fucking shit. And I couldn't possibly, this is all going in the bin. That's why she didn't do a mukbang. But I'm going to see if I can't recreate this. I have to go and get some barramundi fillets though, because barramundi is the best fish. Looks similar-ish. Should cook pretty well. I'm going to make this, and then I'm going to make my own version, and we'll see how we go. It'll take me, tomorrow I've got to work. I'll probably do it Tuesday or Wednesday. So look out for that. I just make short, very short cooking videos, but it's fun and I like to cook. And did you see me when I made my japchae? I did a little flex, 2 pots, because she had no pots. And I've got many pots.
But I will be doing other things, so we'll see you later.
She would have a bitch fit when if I pulled out my Jamie Oliver bona fide, genuine pasta cook pot. I've got the actual big, like it's a big, you can cook stock. You can actually cook lobsters in it too. And then it's got the internal drainer. So if you cook big bits of pasta, you can actually pull the whole thing out and it drains the water. My husband uses it. I never use it. I just use the microwave to cook pasta. I just like that. It's quick, it's easy, it's no fuss.
Bye.
It's less washing up. So that was her confused fish that we didn't get the mukbang thing. The only reason I can think we didn't get the mukbang is simply because it tasted terrible and she would not eat the whole thing because it was so lemony. So much lemon, like off the charts. I don't know if I can afford 3 lemons at the minute. Do you know how much lemons cost each? Beckaboo? Sassy Bear? They're like $1.60 each at the minute, aren't they? That would cost me at least about $5 for 3 lemons. I can't afford it. This dish is already too expensive. Barramundi and 3 lemons? I don't think so. But we'll do what we can. Okay, so that's where we're at. So we're almost at 2 hours. Do we want to do a retro? It's up to you guys. I will bring up my playlist and we will see what we've got on offer because we're at 2 hours. I don't have to, tomorrow is my late start date. I don't start till lunchtime. I can do a little bit more. Okay, let's see. Let me pull that one up. Okay, so I pulled a couple, so we don't have to scroll this time because I didn't like doing that. Let me go here. All right, let me find my playlist. I've called this one Losergate file. Oh, God, she just burped in my ear. I've got Foodie Beauty shares a story I want to forget. Story time. What happens in Lachine stays in Lachine. That's got DD content, so I'm like a bit, Oh, here's the one from Just Saying. Okay. Foodie Beauty TMI story I wish I'd never heard. So this is just a compilation of all her like weird TMI stories. But the one that I really wanted to watch was the one where she was driving home. I think it was around Christmas time. When was it? It is from March the 2nd. So this was, I think, the first time that she and Dee Dee and Nada had like done the deed or sort of like hooked up a little bit. And she was raging, driving back from wherever she was going. And she was letting loose. She was having like a mass mental breakdown. It was amazing. And it's only 20 minutes long. Do you want to watch it? We can watch that one and maybe the cringy one as well if we've got enough time. The TMI stories. Which one? Which one do you want? Oh, she hates the retros. And we love them. And who cares what food he likes? We don't care what she likes. You made plum jam at the end of the season. They had too many lumps to eat. Oh, no. Plum jam. Did you make plum jam? Oh, I love plum jam. Could you strain it and maybe use it for like a Chinese dish or something? Is that what it was? Gin or jam? Because I think plum jam would be great. If you, in winter, I have lemons coming out of my ears from my garden, so I have to pay through the nose for them. Yes, I think you do, Nicola, because lemons are ridiculous. But you can't substitute fresh lemon. Like I buy the bottled stuff for like drinks and stuff. But when you're cooking, you need a fresh lemon. Let's rage both. Okay, we'll do the rage one first. And then we'll do the TMIs. Because we might be able to fast forward if they get a bit boring. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your barramundi. Thank you, the unpaved road. That will get me a long way with the barramundi because I like to buy the big packs. Yes, I'm definitely going to do it now because I've got barramundi money. Thank you. You're appreciated. Okay. All right. Okay. Foodie beauty. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. And this is a month old. So I hope Justine's okay with me using this one. She did pull some stuff out of the vault and she's had plenty of views on this one. But please go and sub. Go give the video a like on Justine's channel. She's got all the content for us. She does a great job archiving it. Please appreciate her. Link will be in the description of my video at the very end. And Buddy is going, oh, you're right, mate. Just can't get comfy, can ya? Hey, because Mum's all wriggly.
By 3 separate yet equally important groups. The one that creates, the one that views, and the one that just can't help but react.
Gin pies
Under Title 17,
yum.
I am a member of an elite squad,
but not jam.
also known as the Special Viewers Unit.
These
are the archives.
Guys, I'm so sorry to have to like.
All right, I'm gonna turn her up
again and just.
Guys,
I'm doing this because I'm like half out of my mind. And because I want you to hurt. I want you to.
I think I'm just trying to. Oh, buddy, geez, Louise, child. I'm just trying to think of the context of this one. It was March the 2nd. So what was happening on March the 2nd? Can we all remember? So this is March the 2nd, 2022. No, 1st of the 3rd. Yeah, so March the 2nd. So this is the beginning of February. So this must have been after she really must have gotten the feeling that Dee Dee was usurping her position in the relationship. Like they are definitely fucking about. So this is probably her meltdown where she's actually her consciousness is like making her realize that she's on the outs and Dee Dee's on the in. And I think she's driving back from his house after maybe the threesome and she's feeling a bit gross. She's feeling a bit weird. Something's happened. They've had a massive fight and she's freaking
fucking hurt like I hurt. I want you to feel pain. I want you to burn in the fiery depths of hell.
Yes, you're right. She was driving back from New York. That's why I remember, because she didn't have the THC. She was withdrawing. She'd been in the hotel. She probably couldn't get in contact with him. That's right, Enola. You are so clever. You are absolutely clever. This is after she'd been stuck in New York overnight, I think.
I called the cops on you. I ruined your reputation, even though you were
yes, right. You're also very clever.
You ruined your own reputation, but everything I did to you isn't even a fraction of the fucking emotional and mental torment you put me through, and you continue to put me through every day.
But are you being tormented when you say, I want you, and that other person turns around and says, well, I don't want you back? Is that torment when they're being that direct? We are not in a relationship. You are not my girlfriend, but I love you. Thank you, but you're not my girlfriend and we're not in a relationship. Is that torment, or are you just torturing yourself by hoping if I give him enough money, or if I buy him enough groceries, or if I lick out his girlfriend enough, that he will pick me because I'm the best one? No.
And I can't do it.
You all are better memories than me.
I'm just watching the road, guys. If I get too upset, I'll just pull over. Every day. Like, you are a womanizing, using piece of shit. You literally are the biggest scum of the earth. And I don't get why nobody else is the...
You're absolutely right. She did. She needed to take the test, and she was annoyed that she was like, why didn't they tell us? I'm Canadian. Why didn't they tell us when we entered in that we would need to do that? And she had to run around to the chemist and try and get a test, and find the person to do the test in front of and get it all official and blah, blah, blah. And she had to stay in the really crappy hotel. I think it had like blood on the walls, or like something on the walls, and she was not happy. And she had to stream from the hotel and find weird food to eat, and it was a whole ordeal.
World, except for me and maybe 2 other people, see it, because you're manipulative and you lie. You lie, and people fucking believe.
No. See, she's had this belief the whole time that we didn't see Natta for what he was. Like, we didn't think he was a shitty guy. We didn't see that he was a bad, like, women should just stay away. Because we were calling her stuff and saying, you're this, that, and the other, that means we thought he was an angel. No. We both thought you were both just bleh, bleh. You're terrible. He's terrible. You're terrible together. You're terrible. Just terrible. It's all terrible. We could see it. We all saw it before you saw it. We were telling you, and you were getting mad at us. We were saying, run away, drugs, run away, abuse, bruises, calling your names. Like the magician thing, that would have been enough for me. I'm like, girl, if he's doing magic, stop, move. No. We were telling you this guy was bad from the get out. It wasn't a mystery to us.
You just like I did. And now I look crazy. And that's what you fucking want. So I hope you're fucking happy. But you know what? I'll be crazy any day of the week over a cold-hearted, fucking soulless piece of fucking shit like yourself. You have no soul. And you honestly deserve everything you get. Every thing you get.
This is the Empire, Chantal. Now, the reason I really enjoy this is because I feel like this is what Chantal does when she's like mad at you. When you're not giving her what she wants, when she throws a temper tantrum, if she offers up something that she's like, watch this, guy, she's going to be so impressed by this, he's going to be super impressed, and all she gets is oh, thanks. That awesome. So what else are we doing today? And she's like, no. I've just done something awesome for you. I need gratitude. I need undying fealty. I need you on your knees saying thank you. I need you to talk about it. I need you to be ultra, ultra grateful. And if you're not, that's not the response that I was anticipating. So I'm going to be mad at you about it now. Who thinks that when she fights with Salah and she's throwing a tanty because she's not getting the takeaway she wants, or they're broke and he's having trying to we need to save. We can't do this. You need to control what you're doing. Who thinks that this is maybe what she does when she goes off? And maybe this is what she was talking, when she called him a pig and a coward? I think this is how she speaks to him sometimes. It's part of it. This is not the part of it. When you've got a bad temper, this is something that you cannot control when you talk to someone. Like, how she's got impulse control problems? I think she's probably got anger problems as well.
I cannot believe I felt sorry for you for 2 minutes.
Jamie.
Oh my God.
That's right.
I cannot believe I felt sorry for him for 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. The grey kebab, that's correct.
And you, Dee Dee, I don't understand you. You have no brain in your head. You are a fucking bitch. I hate you. This is... You two do it on purpose to drive me nuts. Natter, you are a piece of shit. This is what you do every time.
No, nobody's trying to drive her nuts. She's driving herself nuts. If somebody's that toxic and that lying to you and manipulating you and abusing you and fucking you around, What would a normal, average adult human being in good mental health do? You would stop calling. You would block them. You would stop hanging around them. You would stop trying to win that loser back. You wouldn't keep throwing yourself back into the fray.
Every time I don't do what you want me to fucking do, and I leave your sorry little scrawny little fucking pathetic ass for more than a day, you call Dee Dee's stupid desperate Lulu down, and you
No, Chantal, I quite remember you saying that he was literally the most beautiful man you've ever seen. The most beautiful you've ever seen. Not a scrawny little crackhead with bad teeth. The most beautiful man you've ever seen. And he wanted to have his babies.
to with my brain, and you do it every time. For example, and yes, I'm gonna get in shit for this too, but I don't give a at this point. In case you didn't notice, I don't give a and I don't give a what happens to you now. So now you're really, really, you know what? I don't even give a fuck what happens to me. So yeah. So
she was crying in her car over Nada in September, a month before she met. Or she went off to do whatever she was Sala. She was crying in her car over Nada. She'd sent out like a little montage of pictures of them together in September of 2022, right? And this was what, February. So another 7 months. She's just nada. Just trying to get over this disgusting man. And this is the vitriol she was sending out. I can only imagine what Sala's gone through. Like, Jesus. Run, man. Run away.
oh my god.
Get out now.
You guys are gonna hate me so bad.
Why, Chantal? Why? Yeah, true. He needs her for money.
You fucking lie to me. Like, really? You have this fucking bitch there for a month? Like, when just 2 days before she came over, I was sleeping there every single day? So then whenever I'm not good enough for you and you've used me up, you call her over to take my fucking place like I'm a piece of fucking trash. And now
Neither of you were his girlfriends. He could bring 15 other women over and fuck them daily, one at a time, back to back. You're not his girlfriend. You're not his girlfriend. He didn't live there. He wasn't calling you his girlfriend. You're paying his rent. That doesn't give you any kind of ownership. He can fuck around and do whatever he wants. Just like you could go and fuck around if you wanted to. That was a stipulation you put on the relationship, not him. He didn't mutually agree to be exclusive. You were expecting it, but he didn't need to deliver it. And he made that very clear. You're not a couple. You're not going to be engaged. You're not together. He's got Dee Dee in his home for a month. If you still thought that he was your boyfriend, that's on you. That's not on Nada.
now I have to fucking go to therapy every fucking week because of you.
But you never
I
went.
hate you. I hate you. You user. Like, seriously, I cannot.
Whiplash.
Like, okay, you tell me what you think.
Isn't it going to be beautiful? It's going to be so amazing. But you know what I'm looking forward to the most? The FFG reaction stream to the breakup rage. Oh my God. And then, you know what else? The next thing I'm going to be like looking forward to is Chantal's response to the FFG Chantal and Sala breakups, and it's just going to be it's going to be amazing. I just hope this Kuwait thing doesn't drag on for another year because oh my God, we need something more fun than Kuwait because Kuwait sucks butts. Not the place, just Chantal living there.
Think about this, okay?
Hi, Janet.
I had
Hi.
a really, really bad week moment.
Yeah,
And
never
I
went
don't
to any
know
kind of therapy.
How the conversation started. I was talking to Debbie on Messenger. He's not supposed to see me or talk to me. I ended up going over there. Yes, I did.
Oh, we are so shocked that you broke the restraining order, that you like we all knew. We all knew. She's obsessed. She's a Kathy, but she's Kathy. Oh, it will be
And
I know.
so fucking stupid because I don't know. I just thought, oh, you just called the cops on him and fucking accused him of sexual assault and everything. Oh yeah, you can just go back over there and just kick Dee Dee out and everything will be normal.
Mm.
I don't even know what I was doing.
Yeah, that's because like she's psycho. There is not I just I've called the cops on them and told you basically raped me. But I'm just going to go over there, rock up like everything's fine, everything's normal. Turf Dee Dee out, who's been there for a month. You've never been allowed to stay there for a month back to back nonstop. And he's just going to be like, open your arms, welcome him in. And now this is the tantrum because she didn't get the result that she expected because you were mad. Mad. Like, Jesus Christ, she's 38 years old and she's just still acting like a... I don't even think teenagers do this stuff. She's mental. So I just wonder what... Like, all I can think of is that what is... Not that I like feel sorry for Salah, but because he deserves, you know, shit for putting himself in this position and, you know, being a manky bastard trying to get to Canada, you know, with a fake marriage and manipulating somebody. But what she put him through, I need to know. I wish she was like more high and more open about what goes on behind the scenes.
I fucking went over there. I even brought coffee. And I brought weed.
An accident. Oh, the desperation. You're right.
Idiot.
Yeah, totally.
It's like I fucking hate him and I don't know how to stay away.
No. See, in Shannon's world, in Chantal's world, it's, but I bought you an iPad, but I bought you groceries. I was nice to you. You kissed me. You had sex with me. You let me sleep over. I don't understand. I am so confused. I did all this for you and you touched me. That means you love me. We are in love. We are a love match. Even though he verbally said out of his mouth, we are not a couple. She is not my girlfriend. In her brain, it's like, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. If I say it enough, it'll actually happen. She's mental.
So I go there.
That was terrible. I don't care.
I promise not to tell anybody. But then I turn your phone on.
True, Onoa. I think I'm same. I feel like if she was bad enough and Dee Dee walked out on the road, she would have... That would have been Dee Dee. Dented the Kia, but, you know, still taking her out. But I agree, Natural Ginger. That is, I don't care how shitty a dude is. You don't do that because then that makes all the genuine people that have been harmed questioned because of all the liars that come forward to try and hurt guys or manipulate to make them like, because that's just something you can never escape. So she's despicable.
Because I care about you and I only ever did.
100%.
Oh, not so much anymore. I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Anyways, I turn the phone on. I leave so this fucker can go live with my ring light. Always. But I do nothing for you. Okay, and then what? And then Dee Dee comes down, starts doing fucking dishes. Acts like she's his fucking mother. She's mediating basically our conversation. Like, I don't think that's a good idea right now, Chantal. You could get in a lot of trouble. Okay, but you let me come over. So you let me come over and talk to you alone. Ask me what I want. Like, ask me, like, what do you want? Like,
yeah, like he's going to let you come over because you are accusing him of sexual assault. So it's good. It would be a good idea for him to keep you sweet and nice and not make you madder because then you just like go through with it or say more nasty things or add to the charges. He's not going to try and roll you up, is he? He's going to be like sweet as pie to get you to try and drop it. And you did. And you did. And you, if you really cared about him, like you say you did, you wouldn't be coming around him. You'd be either following the guidelines so he didn't get into trouble. But you're a sneaky bitch, so you're just going behind the law's back and doing what you want.
Basically, like, make it seem like we're going, like, things are okay. And then I leave, and then I call you on the phone I pay for you to be able to communicate with your family, and you don't answer it. I call him, he doesn't answer the phone. He gets Debbie to message me.
Oh.
He gets Debbie the nerve to message me and be like, Debbie, who's part of the fucking problem, who has no problem inserting herself, because you probably beg her because you are a
terrible
coward.
driver.
You're not a real man. You can't even be alone for 5 minutes.
Neither can you. Or you need assistance. That's
And
why.
what are you mad at me for going to Windsor alone for anyway? You do not remember the bottle of tequila you drank before Windsor and screaming in my face all night? Do you not remember that? Or what? Oh yeah, so Soria's a little apprehensive to bring you to another fucking city 8 hours away. And instead of saying sorry, you invite.
Yeah, she'll be taken out like Steve Irwin style, quick injury to the chest. You know how he was like taken out by the manta ray tail into the chest, camel kick to the chest. She's taken out, done. She just never rebounded. Buddy, I'm gonna have to kick you out soon, mate. If you can't settle down, if you can't find a spot and just get cozy, you're gonna have to go, my friend. Okay. I don't want to talk about this again. All right.
Like Dee Dee
He's the squirmy wormy today.
Hey, maybe I screamed in my girlfriend's face all night. Maybe she didn't like that.
You're not his girlfriend.
No, because you never do anything wrong. You don't even cook. You don't even.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Raw chicken's even beyond King Nat.
The Matthew Perry thing. Yeah, I read that this morning that he's 56. Oh, I've got cat hair on my face from giving him kisses before. 56, and apparently it was an accidental drowning, but then I heard that he may be drowned in a hot tub. So there's a speculation. He did have a history of drug addiction, but I don't know. I don't want to say that that's what it was. Could have had a heart attack, could have had a seizure. I don't know. Could have tripped and fell. I don't know. But the sad thing is that he's passed away, and yeah, much too young. Starting to get his life together, I think, and yeah, not great. Sad when we lose a favourite. Chandler was my husband's favourite character. I like Ross, but he liked Chandler.
Right? Yeah. You need to humble
54.
yourself
I
now.
thought he was 56.
Oh my god, you. I've never met somebody like this in my fucking life, and not in a good way. You are going to push me over the edge. Like, you've already pushed me over the edge. I've never been through this shit with anyone in my fucking life. Like, BB would never. And Dee Dee, like, what? Like, was your ex-husband like this? You like staying around for a whole month in this shit? You like being an employee where you pay to fucking work for Natter? You like...
Yeah, you buy his groceries. You pay him to be around him. He's giving you the boyfriend experience without actually being your boyfriend. Dee Dee's no better than you are.
That, you must like it. Oh, yeah, I loved it. Huh.
Chandler
Oh,
Bing.
In half a mile, turn right onto New York 122 West.
So he gets...
But here's the irony. She's sitting here raging and telling Dee Dee off for being so pathetic and lame and wanting to be with Nada. And she's so angry because that's the position she wants to be in, the position that she deserves. She's been assaulted. She's been manipulated. She's been lied to, when all she wants is to be his one and only monogamous girlfriend. And that's what she's raging against, is that he's not made that position open to him, that he's letting Dee Dee into that position. And that's why she's so angry. He's awful, but I want him to be my boyfriend. Okay, crazy.
Debbie to message me. Chantal, you know he can get in trouble. He can't answer your phone calls.
Yeah, it does.
But you can come over tomorrow and talk to him. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee, for your fucking permission to come spend 9 time
onto New
at
York
9th
122
Street,
West.
Rue Saint Antoine.
It's clingy
where I
sometimes
have
on
paid the
paper.
rent
He's
many
just a bit
times.
like that.
Oh yeah, thank you for your permission to come over. Oh my god, I can't. I'm in disbelief at I can't believe it. I just can't believe this is my life right now. Like,
Why?
this
Why
needs
can't you
to,
believe
like,
it?
out of my life. Like, this is driving me crazy. So
You're
now,
already
of course,
crazy.
now it's like fucked up again. Like, what the? So like
Fucked
I
up
don't get
again.
it.
Fucked
So
up
I'm gonna
still.
keep the phone on for this guy. And I know you guys don't have sympathy for me at this point.
Nah.
I'm just venting. Actually, I'm not even talking to you guys. At this point, I'm talking to them. So you want me to keep the phone on, and I'm doing this live because I did warn them. So don't call me a bitch. I warned you many fucking times, asshole. You're going to ignore me and you're not going to answer me. So I'll go live and address you. So here I am.
No one is compelled to talk to you. No one has to speak to you just because you want to speak to them. If they say, don't call me, don't text me, I'm not going to answer your phone if you call me. I don't have to. Just because you want me doesn't mean a thing. So if you threaten to go live and talk shit about me, that's just another reason for me to shut down and not want to talk to you. I'm not compelled to be where you are and meet you in the middle. I have to do shit. But, tantrums and always being told that you're the prettiest, smartest one in the room and just given a bag of chips every time you feel an emotion, this is what happens. This is what you get when you have a child like that.
Same thing with Dee Dee. You've been warned. So here you are. Deal with it. So, yeah, thank you for the permission to come over today and talk to him. So it's not okay. She didn't give him permission to leave the house with me or actually talk to me because he could get in trouble. Well, here, I did it for you. I just outed you. You talked to me. Now what? What?
Like an actual, fangy bat. He found a bat. Is the bat okay? Is it dead? Oh, no. And, what kind of bat? Where do you live that he's catch? Nicola, you're Australian. What kind of bats? I would freak out if my cat brought a bat in. He brings in snakes and giant grasshoppers about this big, but a bat? How do you even catch a bat? That's nuts. Fruit bat? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. He is falling asleep right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he's wait. Let's see if I can show you. He's purring. I can't get the camera any closer. But yeah, he's just curled up, having a little snoozy woozies. He's purring very loud. I feel like he's drooling on me as well. Tends to drool when he gets very content. He's a good boy.
Oh my God. I feel like I'm the only one dealing with the fallout of this shit.
I love the sobbing.
Oh.
It's so 2-year-old.
You're the liar. I never told a single fucking lie about you. Everything I've said was true. But you lied.
She lied to the cops and said that he SA'd. She was confused. And then she decided, no, he didn't actually do it after all. I was just a little bit wrong. Sorry. And I was mad.
Oh, fucking. Oh.
Oh.
You know what this cocky fucking asshole told me?
I don't see many bats around here. When I lived in Harvey Bay, bats all the time. The sky would there's certain times of day you just see a black cloud of fruit bats just racing across the sky. But I don't hear them or see them. I don't know if anywhere else in the world, but when you hear a gaggle of fruit bats at sundown and sun up, and you're scared of bats. Yeah, that is frightening. But they're really not. They don't try and. Oh, Bubba, you're falling asleep. I know. Just tuck your little paw in there. You're all right. When they fly around at the mango trees and stuff like that, they are a sight and sounds to be heard. But I think they're protected now, aren't they? We're not allowed to kill the fruit bats aren't allowed to be culled off anymore.
You know what he told me once? I remember this. You'll never forget me. In fact, you'll be like Delphine number 2 and you will end up calling the cops on me. And you will end up paying for my lawyer against you. Yeah, fuck you. Dee can do that now. Dee can do that now. She's rich, right? Goodbye. That's why you like well-to-do women, because you need to. You need to leech off them. You need to use.
Does Chantal think she's a well-to-do lady? Like she's well-to-do? Like swimming in debt, doesn't pay taxes, living from paycheck to paycheck, drinking cheese and salad dressing as a binge snack because she's got no money until the very next day. Chantal's so well-to-do. She's la-di-da.
Suck the life out of everything around you.
Oh,
Actually,
that's
it's
so
not even like the material
cute.
shit, honestly, was never a problem for me. That's just, I don't give a, like I've
Look.
always said, it's everything else.
Look. I think I sent these pictures to Skinny Queen and my best friend. I found out that there are bats all over the world that are 5 feet long. They are human-sized bats. They're not vampire-y bats. They're not aggressive. They are just fucking massive. You can find them in the Philippines. Apparently, we've got them. They're found on almost every continent except for like Antarctica and Arctic, the cold places. But they're everywhere, just living and existing, 5 feet long. Imagine if they did want to hurt us or want to attack us. But no. They're just chilling, doing their own thing. But 5 feet long. Bats.
Emotional,
No.
mental torture. I can't do it.
Colony of bats. Yes, I did know that. She's hoi polloi. Hoi polloi? I don't know.
I just like what? I'm so stubborn. I'm like constantly just trying to like hammer and circle into a fucking square or something stupid. I don't know.
I imagine the little ones are fine. The fruit bats can be problematic because they shit everywhere and they spread disease and they eat all the crops like the mango trees and stuff. But I think they've been managed to an okay level. But I know there are some places where their poo's quite corrosive and they're eating paint and they strip the cars and they eat the bitumen. And there's some towns that have got real big bat problems, but none that are close to me. But yeah. That shit crazy. I know, right? I'm not lying, am I, engineer?
Really? Like
right now.
You talking your stupid harem of 85-year-old women look like they're from fucking Well from the Ring. You have nerve to like tell on. Oh no, she's being mean to me. Come stroke my ego. Ugh. You're the gross,
ego that he wants stroked.
Ever. Why would I ever be attracted to you? Like why? I fucking hate my brain. I just want to fucking erase you from my brain forever and ever. Fucking asshole. Oh, the emotional torment. It's a fucking moving, like whatever. Like together all this time that I'll be messy.
She would say this emotional torment. What emotional torment? You don't put. I think what she means to say is unrequited love. The fact that you liked him more than he liked you or liked you at all, that is not emotional torment. Oh my God, can you hear my cat? Let me see if I can get it. No, you can't hear it in the camera because that's not the microphone I use. Hang on. Just wait, he's snoring. No, he's not snoring. He was snoring a minute ago. He snores. He's got a terrible snore. Oh. Turn it this way. There we go.
You admitted that yesterday. You did.
I think that's probably where I heard about it. Sassy Bear, yeah. I know there are some towns that have got a big bat problem.
I'm crying like a bitch every day for somebody who doesn't deserve it. Every day.
Oh, 100%. Bat talk is better than Chantal talk. She's background noise. She's just like, you know, we could bounce when we ran out. It's like small talk. When we ran out of things today, we can just talk about Chantal.
Because you care how I felt. Like, seriously, like, how can you even, like, if that was me and he was messaging me over and over and over, and I knew, this is how I know he has no feelings.
I've
Like,
seen
if that was
ones,
him and he was messaging me over and over and
calmly gorgeous.
clearly upset, one, I would never leave him like that, feeling that way. I would answer it eventually, especially if I'm paying for the phone line.
Yeah, you know what? But not everyone has to respond just like you would, because everyone has their own personality. Everybody has the right to set their own boundaries. Someone's an asshole. They might not answer your call. If somebody's mad at you, they might not answer their call. They may be busy. They may be like, this may be their way of manipulating you. You don't get to dictate how somebody responds to you, whether they're a good person, bad person, an asshole, manipulator, narcissist. You don't get to control how people interact with you. And if they are interacting with you badly, walk away. Don't do, if they make you feel bad, this is not a good relationship. Walk away. And just because you're paying for the phone line does not mean you have ownership over what that person does with the phone. That's up to you. That's just up to you. If you don't want to pay for it anymore, cut it off or make them pay for it. That doesn't mean you get to own what they do and say on that phone.
Like, that phone line is not getting suspended anymore. It's getting canceled. And, like, he didn't have a phone this whole time.
That
like,
he does.
So what, you're just using Dee Dee shit? And I see you leaning over her, like...
He's doing it. He stops every time. Can you hear it? It's this little... Oh, there he just did a big one. I don't know if you can hear it or not. But yes, he does.
You guys are f***ing liars. Just come out and say you're f***ing each other. Like, that's why emotionally torture me and, like, lead me on like this behind the scenes and have me come over. You're a f***ing liar and you deserve to be outed for it. I don't fucking feel bad for you at all. Dee Dee, you should feel bad.
We know he was a liar. You weren't outing shit.
On you.
Oh, Whiplash. Whiplash. You know what else is going to be amazing? Amazing. Hi, Need Some Z's. Hi. Whiplash. Where is he? Where are they? Oh, not he. Oh, that's just an Australian thing. We say, where is he? Where are they? Solid Stream. Because he's mouthy. He's a shit. He's just as black-hearted as she is. When they break up, she's going to rage out. Oh, what's he going to be like? Oh, it's going to be so good. I can't wait. I just wish we'd hurry up and get there already. But she's just brought new pots. You don't break up with someone after you've just bought new pots, right?
The salmonella?
A little quick snow. Yay.
It's like burn in the fire of hell for eternity. Because that's where you're going for how you treat people.
He's so cute.
Then you have the nerve against me. Oh, really? How many of your exes have protective orders against you, Natter? Huh? Delphine had a protective order. I know another one of your exes that wanted to. Oh, and the Maria story you had admitted was true, but you say you told me about that before. No, I don't remember.
He has snored so loudly that I've heard him. Like, I've been in my bedroom and he's been asleep on the table out, the big table out in the lounge room. And I have heard him in the middle of the night and I've woken up and I'm like, what is that? And I can hear him. Like, if I'm quiet, you might be able to hear him. He's so asleep. He's so asleep.
Yeah. So
no, it's not adorable. And my husband snores either. Gross.
I guess I'm like, I get it. I still don't get it. I don't get, like, why would you even, oh, anyway. And then they're manipulative, so he doesn't get in trouble. She's like, you want to come over and see Natter, not the other way around, right? Yeah, sure, okay.
It doesn't matter. In that circumstance, it didn't matter. If she went and saw him and he was like, yeah, cool, come into my house, they're both in trouble. He will still get in trouble whether he went to her or not. He's making contact with her. That's how the law works.
Oh my God, why do I allow myself to be treated like this? This is bullshit.
Because you have no self-esteem and you'll take
Oh my
any
God.
man that'll
Like,
touch
I'm
you.
mad at myself, actually. I'm mad at myself. And then ends up in like,
Okay. This rage doesn't get any better. No more crying. It's all good. So now I'm bored with it. Let's move on. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up the other one that I wanted. This one from Just Saying. Ooh, going to pause it first. It is called Foodie Beauty TMI Stories I Wish I Never Heard. Now, these are probably some stories that I've never heard because I think some of these are pre-Nada. Back in when from her old mukbang stuff, because I don't know some of that. Like, I know the law, but I don't know the origin. I wasn't there for the actual viewing of it. So put your seatbelts on. I'd put my seatbelt on, but I've got a baby cat in my arms. Put your seatbelt on, put some protection. We're going to be grossed out. We're going to be cringed out. We're going to see some old Chantal without filters. The ham dress does make a showing. And her real hair is there as well. So, it's so very iconic. It's lovely. Love it. Love it. Okay. And the link will be in the description. And all credits to Just Saying for putting this together. She took the time to watch all of this nasty content and clip out the crappy bits and kept all the good bits. Let's go.
The people are represented by 3 separate yet equally important groups. The one that creates, the one that views, and the one that just can't help but react. Under Title 17, I am a member of an elite squad, also known as the Special Viewers Unit. These are the stories.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. I know, I'm cringy.
This is the unfiltered Chantal, or low filtered. We've got small beady eyes, weird, I don't know what kind of shape nose that is. I don't know, the Who's from Whoville nose, all of the chins. She looks very different from the filtered version that we see now.
I'm aware. So you're probably thinking this is not a time warp video. I messed up my own schedule. I'm bad at schedules, which is why I don't like to do schedules. So tomorrow is supposed to be the time warp. Today is a TMI story.
I find it funny that she has a little cowlick. Have you noticed she's got a little bit of a wave, a little bit of a cowlick in the front of her fringe there? That's so very cute. I did find a picture on my iPad, which I'm going to post on my community tab. I found a picture of her with her hair pattern without any of the fibers or brushing or anything. So it will be very reminiscent of what I think her hair's actually going to be looking like right now, because it's reminiscent of like what her hair looks like without anything being done to it. Because she keeps telling us how long her hair, her luscious locks are. I'm just like, it'd be nice to like have a visual representation of what her hair probably does look like.
I'm telling you about my Bill Paxton lover. So,
yes, that's right, guys. Her Bill Paxton lover. She's 37 and she says lover.
Bill Paxton lover. This guy looks like Bill Paxton. A younger Bill Paxton. Who, I didn't even know, passed away in 2017. So rest in peace,
Does his nose
Bill
look
Paxton.
crooked? Does it look like it's
I liked him
pushed in and
as an
up?
actor. Do you remember how I told you I used to work? I was like, I don't know. I don't even know my age in some of these stories. 19 or 20, I think. I had to work a summer job at this telemarketing place. Might have been a bit older than that. Around that age. The telemarketing place with that brown noser woman.
Yeah, they eat the paint. It's very
Who
sick.
told on me because my skirt was see-through.
It's very funkily, isn't it?
We had to sell pantyhose, CDs, encyclopedias, and I think Disney figurines. I was on like a crappy shift where we'd end pretty late. and the bus would be out of
No,
circulation at that time.
Oh, no,
And-
because the ham dress would have been roughly around the Natter time, right? Or did she have that dress before Natter? No, I think it was before Natter. I don't think this was cocaine time, though. I don't think she was on the coke at this point.
I'm from a pretty small town, and the bus service wasn't the greatest. I was always worried
Chromosome
about catching rides. I remember my mom being like, somebody might try to make friends and find out if somebody lives near us and who can drop you back home or whatever on the way back. That stressed me out because I have social anxiety in a lot of ways.
She doesn't look, she probably does have social anxiety. She probably worries that people are going to think she's weird because she is. She's going to probably think people aren't going to like her because she's abrupt, awkward, giggly, makes people feel uncomfortable with the energy. She's like, Mum, no one's going to want to drop me off home. Why don't you just come pick me up? I don't want to talk to other people. Other people are annoying. They don't pander to my will. They don't want to do what I want. It's annoying. All I need is food and you. That's all I need in my life. I don't think she's socially anxious. I just think she's socially awkward. It's different.
Like, who am I going to ask? The brown noser who told on me? She'd probably rather see me freeze and walk home in my thong. There were
no one wants to see you in a thong, especially in the cold.
Who were generous, but they were generous with a motive. I told you about the one guy with the truck. Reminded me of Boomhauer. The one who wanted to watch that cannibal movie. Got finger happy and watched the cannibal movie. Ravenous.
Does anybody get like nursing home vibes? Like, you know, when you talk like, okay, this is going to be mean, but you know, I've had a family member with dementia. So it's giving me old Nana vibes where she's like, you go, Nan, tell me about the war days. Tell me about when you guys were in the what's the word? I can't even remember. But tell me some of the stories from the old days. Oh, and she'd be like, oh, I remember back when I was 16 and there was this boy at school named Robbie. And I thought Robbie was so handsome. And I remember we used to go down to the milk bar and have banana sandwiches together. You know, the bananas where they mush them up and put a bit of sugar on it, lots of butter, and they put it on the fresh white bread. Oh, and we used to hold hands and go to the socials. And you know, at the socials, I used to take sometimes he'd pick me up in his dad's truck, and it was a blue truck. I remember it was a Ford 150, and we'd love to drive around in that truck. Yes, I remember that truck. I still think he's got that truck. I think he might have passed it down to one of his grandsons. Yep. It's giving me that vibe, like just a rambling, nonsensical tangent of just useless details that nobody gives a shit about. All you want to know is, how did you hook up with the Bill Paxton? What was it like? Was his dick weird? Did it have moles? Was it swinging to the left? Did he dump you? Did he call you later? What happened? Nobody gives a shit.
Story time somewhere on my channel. This guy, the Bill Paxton guy, was another guy.
Yes.
Got to talking on smoke breaks. Kind of hinted around how cold it was outside and how it's going to suck having to walk home. And he just kept smoking and went, yeah.
I remember I covered it when she did the fashion haul because she put it with black boots. Blech. I don't like pastels with black. It's just one of my things. It's just my things. I only like it with the soft charcoal, chocolate browns, navy. I don't like the harshness of black. I remember she was doing a little swingy dance, you know, that little in her little black boots, her knee-high boots that she hardly ever wore. I think she maybe wore them once or twice. I would have put them with like a soft, dark chocolate, or not chocolate. I would have put them maybe with chocolate or a tan boot, like a chestnut brown, or a dark charcoal suede boot, a little flat, you know, a little flat one. I would have done that, or maybe a little ankle boot, little Chelsea boot or something like that with it, with some grey stockings, something dark. But no, she put them with a knee-high weird boot with too many Michael Jackson buckles. Looked stupid. The cut of the dress was fine. The color of the dress, hate it.
And then after a minute of awkward silence, he was like, well, I can give you a lift if you want. I was like, yes. But then, on one condition kind of thing, like,
can I touch your
want to,
boobs?
hang out with me at my place, a couple
Ugh.
drinks first, and then I'll drive you home, kind of thing. He was nice, and a part of me was just like, whatever, I guess. I never learned my lesson. Drive over to his house.
I don't understand why that fabric got so pilly, though. Was she rubbing up against brick walls with it? I mean, how? Like, she doesn't do anything or go anywhere. How? Why would it be so pilly? Maybe it was just the quality of the fabric. She did flog the guts out of it and wear it like every other day.
The work weeks were very short for
Bye,
us
Shiana.
anyway.
Bye.
There were some regulars,
Enjoy your
like
breakfast.
the brown noser, who got like 5 days a week, but
yellow food. She's always
most
eating
people
yellow
didn't.
food.
We would have been off for a few days after, and he offered me some drinks, and we had some drinks. It was like Budweiser. Turn off. We're having Budweiser.
Well, Chantal, what should a man who's trying to procure sex out of you for a free lift to work offer a woman? What would be a suitable beverage? Maybe a white wine spritzer, a wine cooler, maybe a nice gin and tonic. What should a man offer a lady who is trying to get drunk enough to just have sex with and drive to work? I'd like to know what cocktail would be suitable.
And I drank too much. And beer doesn't agree with my gut. We didn't back then either.
Oh, I bet she got the diarrheas.
He had too much to drink, so of course he can't drive me home. So, and back then I didn't have any money to my name. Like,
couldn't have foreseen that. Come to my house and we'll have some drinks. But bro, how are you going to drive me home? I don't know. Maybe you could get a taxi from my house. Well, that's kind of not the point, is it?
For a cab or whatever. Didn't want to bug my mom because I was delinquent already. So I just took over. He had a small apartment.
But is it the good vodka like a Smirnoff or an Absolute, or is it like that Costco bulk vodka that you can get in like 5 liters that smells like methylated spirits? Is it that kind of? And maybe a little bit of like, I don't know, orange Fanta thrown in there with that bit of vodka? That, I think that's the kind of cocktail. We'll call that we'll call that one the free ride. That's the cocktail. Cheap, nasty, methylated spirits vodka with a dash of Fanta in it is called the free ride cocktail.
Deal.
Lots and lots and lots and lots of crushed ice.
Looking up. But let me get back to, I hate sleeping out.
I'm sorry, but if I sleep with somebody, which I never would, for a free ride to work, I'm not going to label them my lover. A lover is, like when I hear the word lover, I think of daisies. I imagine a daisy wreath in my hair and a long white dress, and we're both running through the paddocks of fields, and we tumble to the ground, and he softly touches my face and he kisses my neck, and we end up making wild, passionate love on a bed of daisies. I don't think of some guy that's fed me Budweisers and fucked me on his king single, then can't actually drive me home because he's too drunk. I don't think that's a lover. I think that's just, you're a cavity and he filled it. That's what makes me feel like.
At guys' places, because the beer.
Oh,
I
and I
knew
bet
with
she was
my
burping
bathroom
and
problems.
farting. Oh my God.
And it's TMI, I warned you if you're grossed out, but I knew I was going to have to go to the bathroom. And of course, his bathroom didn't have a fan to block out noise. It was small bathroom, small apartment, bathroom near the bedroom.
Now, this part of the story sounds real. I mean, girls and guys. I don't know, guys probably don't worry, but girls certainly do. When you go to your boyfriend's house or like someone you're dating or something, like when you go to the toilet, like we all creep to the front of the toilet so that the pee hits the bowl so it doesn't hit the water so they can't hear it, right? So the stream runs down the bowl into the water, not directly from your vag to the floor. So they can't hear you peeing like a horse. We all do that because I did that. I don't anymore, but I have done that. That's a thing. I don't know why, but them hearing you pee is the most humiliating thing in the world.
Horror story. But, and this guy, okay. The thing that bugged me about him was that he ate.
Look, what I'm talking about is, God, I was bougie still, even when. Okay, so when I was 15, my drink of choice was Smirnoff vodka, because yes, I used to drink the Smirnoff because I was grody, but I wasn't that grody, with creaming soda. Creaming soda, do you guys know what the red creaming soda? Or Fanta. That was my drink du jour. 2 liter of Fanta and a 750ml bottle of vodka. That was my drink of choice for parties. Or what else would I drink? Creamy. What was it? It tastes like creaming soda. It is, I can't remember the name of it. I'll think of it. There was another liquor that I used to drink, but it was mainly vodka. Vodka was my drink of choice. With a bit of, creaming soda, red creaming soda.
Like Chunk the Groundhog.
Lover.
Instagram
Having an affair.
famous rodent.
Love affair.
You'd have to see him eating. I'll try to post a picture.
2020 in Cola.
No,
What's 2020?
He ate
I
like,
don't know what 2020 is.
like all the food would foam around his mouth. It was just
Fuck off, foodie. Fuck all the way off and keep fucking off. Climb a mountain. Climb fuck off mountain. Climb down the other side and just keep fucking off. You cannot be criticizing the way anybody chews ever in the history of all time. You are not the one to be criticizing the way people eat food. Fuck off.
horrible. So, and he would sometimes spit food. Anyway, back to that night. His bedroom was
what
really weird.
in
It
the
looked like
actual hell? Champagne and cough syrup? Is that the syrup? Look, you can't buy that kind of cough syrup in Australia. You can't buy the syrup with codeine. I think that's the kind that you're talking about, correct? Like the syrup. Isn't that what syrup is? Soft drink and cough syrup. Isn't that what all the cool rappers drink? The syrup? Or is that like 2019 like worthy stuff? Isn't that what Justin Bieber got hooked on, the syrup? Wasn't he on that for a bit?
it was
Fuel
his
is just
grandma's room
everything
or something.
together.
Like his apartment was weird because it was like
that was the other thing I used to drink. Raspberry lemonade, Curacao, the blue liquor with the vodka, and it used to go purple. That was my drink.
Kind of pad.
Ooh, that sounds
Meets
good. Because you're
grandma's
natural
home.
ginger.
Like, he had like those doily curtains.
Raspberry. It's just a cruiser.
Headboard. on the
Bacardi
bed.
and rum on the Bacardi. West
And
Coast
those shelves. It
Coolers.
was like a
Shut
brown
up,
head-
Unpaved Road. You know what my Christmas drink is? Every year it is tradition in summertime. West Coast Coolers. That is my Christmas Day drink. I will have one with my Christmas dinner. West Coast Coolers. They are a wine cooler, guys. Americans wine. I don't know if you have West Coast Coolers where you are. They are tingly. They are fresh. They are delicious. They scream Christmas to me. They're very lightweight, beautiful bottles. Love them. It's like summer in a bottle. West Coast Coolers.
Headboard with shelves, and there were like religious figurines, like the Virgin
Do you
Mary.
remember the peach coolers? They weren't West Coast coolers, but they used to do a peach cooler as well. I remember those. I don't think they make them anymore, but I love them.
And Manger, Baby Jesus.
Bacardi.
So
Oh
we both
my
had
god.
too much Budweiser.
Malibu and pineapple juice.
This guy
Yes.
grabs my head as if he
Vodka
wants to
ice
get a good
Kool-Aid
grip.
blender. Yes. Oh no,
And just
don't be.
hoovers my face with that chunk the ground.
Listen, vodka is like a blank canvas. If we were making art, our base would be vodka, and then we just add the color to it. There's barely any flavor. It just gives you the kick. Everything that you accompany the vodka with, that's the fun stuff. You know, it's with vodka, your cocktail is your artwork. Vodka is the canvas. Go nuts.
Groundhog mouth. My face was so far in his face, I could
Heckin'
taste his
lady,
dinner.
what is that?
It was so forceful.
2020
I
supposed
fell
to be a
back.
fruit wine. Nasty as blue cheese.
Kind of hit my head. Not sure.
Right. Unpaved road, Peach Goon. Okay. I don't know if you guys know this, but the worst hangover I've ever had in my life. It's stuff it's probably a $6 chuck now, but we used to call it $2 chuck. Passion Pop. It was like a little fizzy wine. It was literally called Passion Pop. You could buy it $2 a bottle at the Bottle-O. Now it's probably way more expensive, but that is cheap, sugary, nasty shit. Gets you wildly messed up. Worst hangover ever.
Too hard, but hard enough, I guess. Hit my head on the headboard.
Buckfast.
Which caused
what is that?
One of the Virgin Mary statues to go flying. I'm like, oh. So
I'm trying to think of that
I
other
picked
drink
up
that I used to
the
drink.
Religious figurine.
Oh.
And to try to stall the
Creamy
makeout session
soda.
a bit, I was like, whose stuff is this? Like, what is this? And he just like, who cares? And just threw it. And I swear I heard it hit another religious figurine somewhere in the room. I heard a clank. There was a bottle of Bengay on the counter too, on the dresser too. I'm like, this has to be his grandma's room or something.
What is Bengay? Is that like Tiger Balm? Is it like a muscle thing? What is it? I don't know. I've heard it mentioned a lot of times. Like in American movies and stuff. But what is it? What does it do?
I don't know. Eventually we pass out. I maybe had like an hour sleep total because
fancy natural.
Every time I had
natural, I'm feeling inspired. The next time I have a cocktail, I'm going to get my great grandma's I think it's fine bone china mug. It's white and gold. She gave one to all the grandkids. I'm going to get that out and I'm going to put my margarita in there, my spicy margarita, and I'm going to drink it from my saucer and mug that my great grandma left me when she passed away because I'm fancy like that. I think I've actually got two. I think I've got a white one with a pink rose set on it and a gold and white one.
Gas. I had to pass wind.
It is the devil.
It would wake me up because I'm trying to hold him in so he doesn't hear me. I don't wake him up with my farts.
Nice.
So I'm like, I'd have to wake up every time I had to pass gas just to clench him.
151 is what I ordered when we go out. Oh, that sounds good. Some country chickens. Oh my God.
And I'm just like, please drive me home. He insisted.
What's in that? What is that 151 Bacardi? I can buy some Bacardi. And then I've got that watermelon spritzer drink that I absolutely love. This thing here. This watermelon spritzer. I could buy one of those, put some Bacardi in it, put some crushed ice in it. Oh, that might be my cocktail that I'll have in my teacup. We're coming up with all sorts of fun ideas.
Before we go home, before I get dropped off, we go to Billy Kay's and have lunch. And Billy Kay's is like a hot dog hamburger place. And I'm like,
Purple goannas. Oh my God. We must be the same age. It was the guarana juice in the purple goannas. They tasted really good though. But the guarana was a thing. But it was alcohol with energy. So it was kind of like Red Bull with vodka. That was the same kind of vibe with the purple goannas. I used to drink the crap out of those. And that was the same time the lemon stollies came out. Lemon stollies were big too. And then they came out with the double black ice stollies. Oh my God.
You want me to eat Billy Kay's right now?
Oh,
I
God.
have more PSI than a pressure cooker right now. I've been holding in my gas.
Ginger, were you a rock star on a previous life? Because that sounds like something that's a lot. Cider mixed with red wine and hashish. What happened? Are you okay? Did you have long-lasting side effects from that? Because, oh, my God, I think that would kill me.
Gas all night. Anyway, Billy Kay's wasn't that busy, which was weird. I got to use the public washroom, and I honestly just went in there and farted for like 2 minutes straight.
That is creative, right, Allegra?
They
were mental. I loved them.
I had maybe $2 to my name, like in quarters. So embarrassing. So I was just like, oh my God, how am I going to tell him I have no money? So I kind of like made a joke. I was like, are you paying? And he's like, yeah, I got you, girl. Thanks.
The thing at the minute, I think the drink du jour is there are a lot of ginger beers floating around that are alcoholic. Like every time I go somewhere, there's a different brand of the ginger beer that seems to be the thing. So that must be the newest. I think Bundy Rum's done a new ginger beer that looks pretty good. I want to try one of those.
God. Anyway.
Oh, I can imagine
I
you
started
were
walking
natural. That
because
is yes.
I had to walk home from my jobs a lot. And they were pretty far. Well, it took me like maybe a half an hour to get home. I didn't
That's
last
not
very long at
far.
that place anyway.
I walk half an hour home. I work half an hour. Oh no, about 35 minutes to work, 35 minutes home from work nearly every single day, unless it's like raining or I'm running late. That's not that far. That's about, I don't know, because I walk through the shopping centre. It takes me a bit longer because I stop and look sometimes, or I get my lunch or something. But that's like 3.5 kilometres. That's not that far. But I suppose for foodie, it probably feels like 10 kilometres.
So the guy, he ended up dating the brown noser. I didn't think they had a kid together.
I remember those.
I wonder if it was conceived in the room with all the religious figures. He had an old cat too. It was like so old. It had like one tooth left. I still loved it. I love all cats. Thanks, guys. That's it for now.
She still had some
See you
shape to her
tomorrow,
fingers in this video.
guys.
Oh, wow.
Paper today. You're gonna get it.
Oh,
I feel so good. I
Why
feel
is she naked?
cleaned out because TMI, but I spent all night in the bathroom because of that. I can't even think of the broccoli without feeling sick. That did a number on my digestive system. Word of the day, digestive system. So I look greasy. It's because I am using this vitamin enzyme mask. Mary Ruth's. Gonna give it a try.
Oh, it's not Lush.
So I guess when you think of the term fat burn, sadly by definition, that's what I was.
Pernod. Pernod? No. What's Pernod? Should I Google it? What is that? Is it a drink? Is it a brand? What is it? I'm going to try and type with my cat. My cat is like so unbelievably asleep. Oh, I have to set up my audio text. I can't type a thing. I can't see the keyboard. The cat's dead asleep in my arms. My arm's actually falling asleep from holding him, but he's having a great time. What are we eating here? Oh, look at her nails. Oh, she's got Ambie nails.
What was the fat burn? I mean, I'm fine with that now, honestly.
Okay.
But self-acceptance it takes a while sometimes, whenever a guy I liked, because, even though I was
What's the bet?
not desirable by a lot of men, or
What's the bet that Ambie always seemed to, not Ambie, Chantal lusted after the quarterback or the wide receiver or the soccer boys or, the cute, hot quarterback. She's like, yeah, that's the one for me. Who betcha she lusted after him and she'd be just like, well, mine just want me back. She'd be a bit mad about it. You know what I mean? Like she'd be the one to fantasize. Is she eating a hot dog with melted cheese? Is she having a hot dog fondue? Is that what we're doing here? Hot dog fondue. Holy God.
guys growing up, I was still kind of picky, like,
Picky.
someone kept calling me.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was I saying? Yeah, I was kind of like, why? And I'm not picky for looks wise. Picky for certain personality traits.
No. Sambuca, anything with aniseed, I can't eat the black cats. I can eat licorice, but I can't eat aniseed. I can't do it. The flavor is just, and Sambuca, no chance. Absolutely none.
Like certain things. So a lot of the dudes that were interested in my friends or that my friends were interested in, I didn't find really desirable anyway, but I think it just would have been nice to have some attention. So I was pretty much used to being like just ignored when we would be in a situation. I was the fat friend. I was the third wheel when we go.
But you're pretty, and pretty gets you privilege. It doesn't matter if you're fat, if you're pretty, but you're like, surely they would have looked past that and been like, oh my God, she is stunning. Look at that face, guys. Forget the body, just look at the face. It's all, she's a plus size model, like pretty privilege, remember?
Go out to a bar or something, or to a party. I was the fat friend. I was the cock blocker, whatever you want to call it. But there was one time that I got my hopes up. And this time,
Sassy Bear, I actually absolutely think that if he became fat like she is, she'd be over it. She'd be done. She wants that image of a handsome, hot, Middle Eastern, beardy, younger, trim man. She does not like, she said she would not date a fat man. She doesn't find that body type attractive. So yes, I think she would dump. I think she would like be, I don't know if she'd dump him, but I think she would be passively aggressive and just rude and mean and just like, oh, about it.
really annoyed me. So I'm going to tell you about it. Basically,
Uzo.
in my hometown, there was a bar. It was called
Frightening.
La Maison, which means the house in English.
Thanks, Foodie. Bilingual
So
queen.
La Maison, kind of like an alternative bar, and just kind of loungy, not a dance club. And there was a huge outdoor patio where I spent most of my time
I
smoking.
know
and
you
talking to
can, but I
people.
don't. I get the good stuff now. I get the
I was waiting
sweets.
for. I arrived earlier than my friend. I was hanging out with
Sleep well, hon.
this girl. We'll call her Jessica. And Jessica wasn't really a friend. She was somebody who was popular, very pretty. Every guy loved her. And
She's
so,
probably nice.
I was getting ready to be the fat friend again that night. But she wasn't really a friend. She was just somebody that I would go out and party with out of desperation. She was the kind of friend that would like meet you at the bar, but then leave you and talk to like guys all night. So I'm out there smoking. And all of a sudden, this dude comes up to me and starts talking to me. I don't remember what he said, but I could tell like he was, the way we were conversing, it was going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? He was so nice. And we'll call him Jackson.
Did he offer her sauce? Did he say, I've got it back at my house? I've got a bowl full of condiments and they've got your name on it, hun.
Because his name was something along the lines of that. I just remember liking his name. He was like my type to the T, like perfect, beautiful, like beautiful eyes that he's like looks at you intently when he's talking to you. I think he had a
It's called eye contact. I know you're socially awkward, but often people in a conversation will make eye contact and have pleasing body language and not be like making just weird, like just trying to cut you off and leave the situation. Doesn't mean he's interested. He was probably being polite. Mm-hmm.
Leather jacket. I don't know. There's a lot of things I liked about him. So we're talking for a while. And to the point where I saw another friend that was there with a group of other friends, and she walked by us and winked at me and like, woo, look at Chantel. So I was like, really, like already my heart was racing. Like this guy, I was like so into him. Along comes Jessica. She's like,
guys, I feel like this is where her hate for other women came in. Jessica spawned the hate. Jessica was pretty. Jessica was probably thin. Jessica was probably petite. Jessica was probably nice and conversational, not socially awkward, and didn't smell weird. Jessica's probably come along and scooped this guy up and run away, and Chantal's like, wah, wah, wah. Fucking Jessica. She turned into Dr. Claw after that. I'll get you next time, Jessica. Next time. That's when she turned into an evil villain. This is her villain origin story.
Oh, hi, kind of ignoring the guy. He was still fixated on me, it seemed like, Excited. He looked at her and talked to her and said hi. He was very friendly.
I'm thinking
but he seemed still into me.
Cheese.
So at the end of the night, she's like, let's go to a party. And then I'm like, can we bring Jackson? And she's like, yeah, of course. So we're walking there. This is when I used to walk around town once upon a time. We're walking, and I was heavier, so I was kind of dragging behind a bit. And they started walking, like they walk fast normally.
Can you imagine? She's probably sweating, breathing heavy, little legs, her little arms are going, she's wobbling from side to side to keep up. It's like, Jackson, wait for me, Jackson, I'm coming. And she's wobbling at the back, and these girls are probably all wearing heels, and they're giggling and laughing and trip-trapping along, and she's trying to keep up in that little penguin voice, like, no, don't leave me behind. I want to be with the cool kids.
They started bonding over some kind of conversation, and she was giggling, and they were walking ahead of me. And I was like, wait up, you know, like rude. So they're like, oh my God, I'm sorry. So finally get to the party. So we get to the party. It's packed in this small, like, I don't know, bachelor, 1-bedroom, upstairs apartment.
Everything
probably like a duplex. I'm trying to slow down. I don't want to run out of big beefy wieners before my story ends. So
wait. She did just not say that.
I don't know, bachelor, 1-bedroom, upstairs apartment. I'm like a duplex. Trying to slow down. I don't want to run out of big beefy wieners before my story ends.
Well, I know. She said big beefy wiener. I don't want to run out of big beefy wieners before my story ends. I don't know why, but that's just hitting me a little weird.
So that's when things started to take a turn, and I was starting to feel like the fat
Nicola.
friend again. I was starting to feel like he likes Jessica. And I mean, Jessica was beautiful and bubbly and everything, so I don't blame him. But
smell weird.
So we're sitting around having a beer, and the person who owned the place had a guitar, an acoustic in the corner. And he's like, hey, mind if I play? So Jessica gets all excited, and she's like really 2 sheets to the wind. She's just out of it. So she sits across from him, cross-legged. He sits across from her, cross-legged. I can't cross my legs, so.
I was going to say, I bet she's mad because she's never been able to cross her legs, and she's like, look at this skinny bitch crossing her leg. Fucking bitch. Being able to like pivot hips and cross knees and not have like, I don't know, a disjointed back disc from crossing the legs. My fupa getting in the way, crossing legs. Oh my God. Oh, she's evil, that Jessica.
So they have that going for them too.
Oh, they're the samesies.
So I know I sound bitter. Maybe I was.
You are.
Yeah, I was. Anyway, he starts playing Maroon 5, and he's singing, and the same intent look he was giving me with his big baby blues at the bar, he was giving to Jessica, and she was falling for it. She was like melting like butter. Like,
babe, you fell for it. You thought this dude was into you. I can tell you now, if he was into Jessica, he most certainly was not into you. He was probably just a nice guy who didn't want to be a shit to the duff in the group, who was just polite, easygoing, probably not trying to hook up, just, you know, wanted some nice conversation, thought you were a bit weird, probably felt a bit sorry for you, was nice to you. Doesn't mean he wanted to dick you down. He was just probably a nice guy. And then when the cute, pretty, petite, whatever, nice, normal one showed him a little bit of interest, he's like, right, I'm going to hit this one up. If you have steak presented to you and then you've also presented some rotten hamburger, which one are you going to eat? Not the rotten hamburger. Right? That's just how it works.
Looking at him literally like it would make you throw up. It was like,
you invited him to the party.
She actually started crying, and he was singing her all passionately, and I was like, oh my God, I was going to vomit. So I had to get up and go. And then I just remember.
She was jealous and mad. That's why she had to
leave.
Then
it gets worse. I go into the room. There's like a bedroom. Get up, leave. They don't even notice. They're in their own little world.
Probably making me out.
I go into this room. It must have been like I don't know. It was all smoky. There's this dude sitting on one of the couches in a Nirvana t-shirt, and he's just staring at the wall. Like he's totally gone, you know? So I walk in, light a cigarette.
Because she's a smoker, guys. A big old
Immediately
smoker.
gets up, comes over to me. Got a cigarette? There's always that one moochy guy at every party. You ever notice that? They never have their own booze. I was like, fine, you know. Anyway, we're standing there smoking, and this guy,
What did he do, Chantal? Tell us. Tell us what he did.
he's like swaying. And he's looking at me, and he's like, let me play with your tits.
Swaying like you sway when you stand next to Sala in the pictures and you grab your skirt and rock back to side like a 3-year-old, like that kind of swaying, or more of a like a crackhead out of it kind of swaying. You know, when you used to get high on your edibles, that kind. Which kind was it? Because I'm curious.
And I was like, no, you know, in my head.
She's saying yes, but
But
in mouth,
today,
no.
I would have told him to sit on it and rotate, you know. But
Back then, I just let
Back
him touch
then?
the tits.
I had trouble being assertive, like I would today. And so I kind of just
Like how assertive she was. Do you remember the stream that I really wanted to find? And I thought I'd found it. I actually thought I had it on my history. Was when she was busted at Nada's. And he flipped the camera on her and she was like, oh, I thought this was going to be private. And I just wanted to come here to like apologize for last week. And I'm really sorry. And she'd be all like, I told him off and I did this and I did that. And when she actually got busted on camera, sucking up his ass, she was all red-faced, apologetic, meek and mild. I don't think she's ever been assertive to someone's face ever. Except for the CPAP rescue. I think that was the only time that she was actually like assertive, but she was giggling all the way through that as well.
like made something
Oh, you
up.
smell like fish.
I was like, and he was a mooch, right? And I knew that, so I knew he would want a beer, especially if it wasn't his own. So I was like, I'm gonna go get us a drink. Hold on, okay? And then I knew since he was so out of it that he sat back down on the chair and he was gone again. So probably forgot about me 2 minutes later, so I was safe. And then honestly, I don't remember
not
how I
assertive.
left.
She's a coward.
Eventually stopped hanging out with her. I think she ended up
Marrying Jackson.
moving away. Moving up to Ottawa, actually. And I remember visiting Ottawa one day and shopping in the market. This was years ago.
And
I
her and
remember
Jackson were
seeing
holding
her,
hands.
like
with their
there's a
two
lot
kids.
of homeless people around like the Rideau area, like downtown area, begging for money and stuff. And I've seen her. She was pregnant and she was on the street begging. And
You saw
I bought
her.
her a coffee and I gave her $20.
Does anybody think that that was true about Jessica, or do you think she just slandered Jessica's reputation? Why was Jessica, if Jessica was drugs, like why did that happen to Jessica? Because I think if that was true, she would have told us all Jessica's shit. She would have said, well, Jessica did this and Jessica blah, blah, blah. I don't think Jessica was on the street at all. I think she just wanted to slander Jessica's reputation.
Go to the bathroom again.
That you're in the car, you gotta poop.
Well, I managed to poop.
Okay,
It was
we've
the
got
poop
20
plug.
minutes in now, guys. I'm going to call it. I'm going to pull the plug because my arm's falling asleep from the cat. 3 hours deep. We've still got a bit to go. I think we might finish this one up tomorrow. What do you reckon? We'll start off with this one tomorrow and whatever bullshit she's come out with tomorrow. I think Amber will have uploaded something, but we'll do a couple of retros tomorrow because we know Foodie hates them and we love them. And whatever else she's done tomorrow. I got to work, but I will be home in the nighttime because the husband works tomorrow night, so I'll be able to do a stream earlier. Yeah. So what do you reckon, guys? You reckon? Because I've got to get some sleep too, and I can't do another 5 hour. I want to cut it off. I've got to limit myself. I'm not a marathon runner. I'm a sprinter, and I think 3 hours of me is enough for any one person, right? All right, guys. So let's finish it here. I'm going to save it. I'm hanging on bated breath for this next TMI story. And I thank you. And Buddy says thank you. Buddy says thank you. He's right here. He says thank you for keeping us company tonight. I enjoyed it. We had a good time. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.